Matter of which year? It's a matter of which year?
2018.
Rejected. Next. We'll call the matter. 20. Which year? Matter of? Matter of which year? 22.
24. More question.
Matter of which year? Matter of which year? Rejected. Yes, next item. Don't make mention of those 5-year, 6-year matters. See what it is. 32. Which year? Yes.
Item 1 motion.
Yes, Mr. Biswas. There he is. Behind you. Submit. Headmaster said it was based on an earlier certificate. Sorry, educated to verify authentic evidence on the. What is a certificate? Certificate will depict the existence of a fact. So, if the existence of a fact is based on another affidavit, a certificate, how can it be a certificate? It does not satisfy the meaning of a certificate. But you cannot leave it to us. So we leave it to the law. Other documentary, okay. You argue on your other documentary. The report is neither here nor there. Your officers are good in giving reports. Report never serves the purpose. It is neither here nor there. No, we have read it. It's of no use. Yes. What other evidence you have other than the school certificate? Page number? Page 17. What is this page 17? Certificate of registration. Shyam Sundar Devnath. He is the father. Now which document will show that Anju Devnath is the daughter of Shyam Sundar Devnath? His brother as well as headmaster.
No, brother not headmaster.
Brother. How do you know he?
Brother has given this is the headmaster of the school. I appeared before the tribunal today, receiving the summons from the tribunal. I have been serving as a headmaster of the Koliamari LP School 2016.
So,
So the headmaster also said that I am the daughter of Satyan Sir. And other document evidence also. there.
Mr. Biswas, kindly go through section 50 of the Evidence Act and tell submit what is the requirement of law. What is section 50? Please take the Evidence Act, find out. You have the Evidence Act with you? No, get one. Lead your weapon. Section 50, 50.
It will go to this one, the decision.
Evidence Act এখন extra আনি থৈ দিব কারণ হলে লাগিয়ে থাকে কাবাক দিব। So the person deposing must have special means of knowledge. What special means of knowledge the headmaster has? Does the headmaster go and live in every student's house
No.
so that he knows everything what is going on inside the house? Otherwise, how can a headmaster give this evidence?
He has given.
Mr. Biswas, don't make all those unacceptable submissions. Please come to terms. You have to prove a relationship. You claiming Shamsundar Devnath of that registration certificate is the father and the petitioner is the daughter. So this is a relationship. You have to establish it through some evidence of a person who has special means of knowledge about this existing fact. The petitioner,
I've given a birth certificate also.
where is it?
TW 5 years come, officer has come.
Page number?
57 kind of.
57 is not a birth certificate, it is some Samshuddin.
No, my lord, the authority officer has come and deposed that.
So one sanitary
Sanitary inspector.
whose purpose is to see whether the premises are clean or not, will come and give evidence who is whose daughter. See, there must be some reasonableness. Evidence is also based on logic and reasonableness. It's not something an absurd piece of statute. Anybody coming from anywhere saying anything that becomes an evidence. It is not so. Every purpose deposing before any court should also satisfy that he has the knowledge of that existence of that fact.
Lordship, he has stated.
Today, suppose Mr. Verma goes and makes a deposition that Mr. Biswas is my, say some relation. Will you become that relation? Why? She is deposed. Or Madam Verma will go and make a deposition that your daughter is not your daughter. Will your daughter become not your daughter? See from the reasonableness, proximity of the witness having knowledge about that fact. Only then it is accepted in evidence, not otherwise. Suppose Madam Verma goes and makes a deposition that the man accompanying you is the son of a billionaire. Will he become the son of that billionaire? So tomorrow he'll go and claim his property. Why? There is evidence. Madam Verma had deposed before the court. You are a very experienced in counsel. Think a little, Nadia, and make your submissions.
Permit me some time, my lord.
You can take time, no difficulty.
I'll satisfy you.
This odd persons from here and there, one sanitary inspector saying so and so is the
That is-
thing.
To prove the fact of this birth certificate.
No, Lordship, he has even in his cross, he has stated that I do not have any personal knowledge regarding the
So
contents of the
that
exhibit.
doesn't matter. Birth certificate need not be proved. Birth certificate is covered by a judgment of this court
Yes.
as well as this thing. No one, sanitary inspector is not required to come and prove a birth certificate. Sanitary inspector can take care of the cleanliness of the premises where he is working.
Next.
Adjourn of the prayer, Mr. S. P. Musa, on her petition. The
Mr. Besar,
Yes, my lord.
this page number 90. Of your additional affidavit
Oh, my.
is the voter list of 1989.
Yes, oh,
Here Samsundar Devnath is at serial number 303. His father name is Gulab,
yes.
but in the page number 17, there's a registration certificate. Here his father's name is Ramkumar Devnath.
even the father appears to be having two different fathers. One father is Golab of 89 and another father is Ramkumar of the registration certificate.
That is the registration certificate, Lordship. One has to be,
Mr. Biswas,
Yes.
please make some submission which will be acceptable in law. And also bring some materials which will be acceptable in law. Don't try to manipulate the system and overreach and just make a claim here and there. The Education Department has produced the communication dated 14/6/2023 from the District Elementary Education Officer in Nagaon, but the report does not serve the purpose of the order dated 22/5/2023 for which the report was called. The report is returned back to the District Elementary Education Officer for a more appropriate report on the question whether full stop. Whether a certificate can be issued by a subsequent authority based upon an earlier certificate issued by the predecessor of the same authority. Mr. Biswas further relies upon the evidence of a sanitary inspector of the health department to prove a birth certificate. And he also relies upon a voters list of 1989 of village Kharupetia, as well as a registration certificate in the name of Sam Sundar Devnath. But the Sam Sundar Devnath of the registration certificate, but the father of Sam Sundar Devnath of the registration certificate is Ram. Is
Ram Kumar Devnath.
Ram
Lordship.
Kumar Devnath, whereas the father of the Sam Sundar Devnath of the 1989 voters list is Gulab. The petitioner may further explore and make appropriate submissions.
Lordship, this report of the inspector.
Rejected. We have already returned it back.
So we can get it from Kolia Board, Lordship, because the findings are there. She was never admitted in the school. She just has a transfer certificate. The admission register is missing. That means she never went to, if the register is not there of 62, that means.
The DO to produce the admission register in origin.
It is not there. It is already there in the report.
What's it's already. there.
Yes, Lordship, it is not there. And this certificate was issued on the basis of information provided by them. So Lordship, this may have some bearing on the matter, Lordship.
Okay. Yes, I go to return back to Nalagay. Thank you. The report is returned back to MS Escomor
Lordship,
for its production on the next hearing date.
Copy, Lordship may keep it in the records. We have a copy.
This
We-
thing is very difficult to keep in a record because these are loose sheets. Once we say it is a record and tomorrow it is missing, that will be another issue.
So we'll keep it with us.
So we
Lordship.
return it back, you produce it on the next day.
Do it.
Because these, we don't have any systematic manner of keeping these
Lordship,
records.
all the
Only thing we can do is the court master can keep it in a seal cover to be produced. And that is a more elaborate procedure. For every document given, we can't adopt that method.
Lordship has already
But otherwise,
made an
these
observation.
documents remain loose in the file. Tomorrow,
So it
while
may
carrying the file from this room to that room, it may go out anywhere. And that will be an issue that the matter is kept on record. Where is that document now? One more inquiry for that. So let's avoid that situation. And that is it. Report na lage, report na lage, hearing na lage. Report is returned back to ESCOM to be produced on the next date of hearing.
Because we rely, most of the petitions rely on the transfer certificate. The admission register is not there. Only the transfer certificate, that means they never went to school. These certificates are just procured and not one, it has been procured twice, Lord.
It is also stated that the transfer certificate relied upon by the petitioner of which school
And it was not countersigned by the right people.
of which school?
It is Khaliamari LP School.
Kholiamari. Kholiamari LP School. The information contained wherein is relied upon in this writ petition to establish that the petitioner is the son of daughter of Shyamsundar Devnath was issued without there being any admission register in origin. The two headmasters who had issued the two certificates, one on 2010 maybe,
2010 and one in 2018.
18 to give an explanation to the DO Nagaon, who shall transmit the same to the court as to under what circumstance the two certificates were issued.
And two from two different schools. One is one number Khaliamari
Yeah,
LP School and
let them
other
explain.
thing Khaliamari LP School. Report has stated that.
See, these things reduce the credibility of everything. Because of this, in the next case, somebody will rely on school certificate, will be very cautious about it. We're going to ask all kinds of questions. But if you notice the proceedings about 4-5 months back, we had all the due respect for the school certificates, thinking that a headmaster had issued, he is a responsible person. So when a headmaster issues a certificate, it should be accepted without any question. And see the change over the last 3-4 months because of all these kind of facts. So ultimately, who is the loser? The person who is manipulating and producing is not a gainer because you are ultimately, very rarely you go through your claim. But a genuine person who is relying on this school certificate is a loser because he will be put into all kinds of questions now.
Vice number to nine.
List of things.
Item 2.
Lordship, the report very clearly says any certificate issued ought to have the dice number, Lordship. There-
Okay, we take note of it.
Yes, Lordship.
But we wanted a view whether a certificate can be based on another certificate.
Can be?
Can a certificate be issued based on another certificate?
Yes.
It cannot be.
It cannot be.
Yes. Adjourn on the prayer of MSL Wajida for production of the voters list of 1970 as required by the order of 3/5/2020.
Item
Why
3.
can you produce a voters list? Tell Mr. Ali if you need any help.
2 weeks.
This is a public document. Mr. Ali. help us. He only wants a voters list of 1970.
Item 3,
Item 3. Prayer Var Saha, Mr. Matter again, adjourned with Vijay Mukherjee in intent to explore whether Jogesh Das of the entry in the certificate. 38 and 46.
37 is the type copy.
Hmm.
The entry slip issued by the government of West Bengal dated 23/1964. Of the entry of one.
Understand, so there is one Jogesh Das existing as of page 80. Now who is 46?
46 is a school certificate.
Shama Prasad Prathamik Vidyalaya, Dagghor Bhadoi Pasali, Srimati Deepa Das.
Daughter of Jogesh.
So whether this Jogesh Das and that Jogesh Das is the same person, how will you prove it?
Another document is also there in the.
No, first you go one by one. How will you prove it? Huh?
I have talked to the client to explore if there is any other document as directed by the lordship, and I could not find any documentary evidence in it. However, the mother of. the
No,
particular-
suppose this Shama Prasad certificate is accepted. So Deepa Das is the daughter of Jogesh Das. Do we have any other material to prove that Jogesh Das himself is a citizen?
Only the entry slip is there.
Hmm?
The entry slip. Jogesh Das admittedly came to India in 1964. Admittedly, Jogesh Das came to India in the year 1964 when he was 30 years old. The document itself states it. The entry slip. The entry slip. The
Page 37, Lordship will come to page 37.
What is page 37? Page 30 is a type copy of page 38.
38.
This is what we are asking, Mr. Mukherjee. The man who entered in 1964, namely Jogesh Das, and the father of Deepa Das, Jogesh Das, are they the same person? How do you know?
Pursuant to your lordship direction on the previous occasion, I talked to the client and called them.
You can do anything. You can talk, you can go and make some investigation somewhere. But what is the material?
The document exists. Your lordship.
Then how
Only
you
thing,
prove?
your lordship,
Then how will you prove it?
Only thing that.
Now, how will you prove it? Just tell me.
Oral evidence.
Very well. How will you prove it? Tomorrow, a man who enters from Bangladesh, when he is proceeded, he will say, I am the produce a document. I am the daughter of Vijay Mukherjee. Okay. Now, whether Vijay Mukherjee is a thing, he will produce some document of some other state. How do you know that this Vijay Mukherjee and that one is same?
There
Hmm.
must be some document so that
Some-
that person has migrated to Dibrugarh.
Some, not document, material. Any material you want to produce.
The only
So-
thing I could find out.
So, as required by the order, but we are giving you as a last opportunity. We can't go on. This is on in March. Now we are in August. The petitioner again seeks for time for producing material to show that Jogesh Das of the page 38 certificate and Jogesh Das referred as the father of Deepa Das in the school certificate as page 46 are one and the same person. Explore, use your legal experience, find out what kind of material is possible. When you talk with your client, you'll understand the circumstance, and then you apply your mind that there may be evidence somewhere. That Shama Mukherjee school is of Dibrugarh or what?
No. This school.
Page 46?
It shows of Dibrugarh Lordship.
For Dudiajanaka Hodgibur district.
And date of admission is 90. We can, if the school still exists, we're not sure.
Item 4,
Yes, item 4. A copy of the FAR had been provided to the Lankan respondents for the prayer
What was the last?
affidavit by Gambura.
Yes,
Which page?
it's 132.
132. What is this affidavit proof?
We say Nikki Gandhi affidavit.
Paragraph number 2.
Sorry.
Paragraph number 2.
And where is the certificate of the Gambura?
It's 55. 55.
50. Right.
54 type.
Lordship, the Gandhi is 53 years old and the petitioner is 57 years old. And he know.
The Gambura Saiful Islam has filed an affidavit before this court, wherein in paragraph 2, he makes a statement that he knows the petitioner Rohima Khatun personally, as well as he also knows the father of the petitioner Solomon Sheikh, as he was also born in the same village. But the Gambura is noted to be aged about 53 years, where Rohima Khatun is noted to be about 57 years, and the age of Solomon Sheikh is not known. The respondents in the Home Department may cause a verification on the affidavit submitted by the Gambura, and so upon being the needful, submit a report before the court.
Lordship, through the SP we can do.
To the submit a report.
Lordship.
Ask the SP not to send one constable.
Yes, Lordship.
Constable will have a cup of tea here and there and come and say whatever he feels like.
The SP
Verification means a true verification.
After 2 weeks, Lordship.
Interim was there. Interim was done till next day.
Copy of this order, Lordship.
Copy order to MS Verma.
item 5,
Yes, Madam Ghosh. First time it is coming, may produce really, it will show that Seconder, who is only father of Nasiruddin, is also a citizen.
Hey, affidavit to copy.
copy of Verma, go to connect.
Correct, agree.
1970 is Nasiruddin.
Yes, 66 also Nasiruddin. Lordship, today I got one document, Lordship.
So Nasiruddin is the father.
No. Father is Seconder Monsur. Seconder Ali Monsur. His name, this,
No, Seconder is the father of the petitioner.
yes,
And Seconder is also father of Nasiruddin
yes,
in 1970 voters list.
yes. Lordship, this document, this is a land document.
We'll come to the land document.
Yes, Lordship.
Where is that 1970 voters list?
70 voters list is at page 71. Lordship.
Nasiruddin Sheikh, son of Seconder. So now, who is the father of Zorina Khatun?
Second.
So Nasiruddin is the brother of Zarina. Nasiruddin had deposed, given evidence.
Basiruddin has.
Who is Basiruddin now?
Basiruddin. He is also another brother. They are three brothers.
Where are the names of Nasiruddin and Basiruddin together?
Yes. Oh, this document also. This document which I have.
Land document.
Yes, that document, apart from that, 97 voters list lordship,
Page number?
page 75 lordship.
Nasir Mondal.
Yes, lordship, house number 94, and then lordship, page 77.
Acha, this two different voters list, part of the same place.
Different, but village is same. One is house number 94. and
Then
one-
77.
This is 97,
Basir Mondal, house number 96.
96. House number is different, so in two separate voters list they have provided. If we see the serial number lordship, 731.
33.
Yes, 33, and this one is from 5.
Yes.
And this land document also.
Notice may be issued, lordship. It has come for the first time today, second time. Notice may be, lordship.
My humble prayer is that this land document lordship.
No, no.
Yes. This-
Today, what do you want beyond a notice?
Yes, lordship.
Madam as the host and counsel for the petitioner also. No? The petitioner Jarina Khatun was, the petitioner relies upon a voters list of 1970 of village Simlabari Part 2, which contains the name of Nasiruddin Sheikh, son of Sikandar, at serial 130. Name of Nasir Mondal, son of Sikandar Mondal of Simlabari Part 2 village also appears in the voters list of 1997 at serial number 733. At serial 735 of the 1997 voters list of Simlabari Part 2, the name of Basir Mondal, son of Sikandar, appears. But the house number of Nasir Mondal is 54, 94, whereas the house number of Basir Mondal is 96. It is explained that later on the two brothers had separated and have two different house numbers. Basir Mondal had deposed before the tribunal that the petitioner Jarina Khatun is his sister, being the daughter of Sikandar. Land document, take back for the time being. If you want, you file it.
Yes, lordship.
Item 6.
Yes, Mr. Islam.
Last time this certificate to be produced with original.
Mukhale Azam, Mukhale Azam and Akhtar Banu. According to you, it is the same person.
No, according to us, lordship, we have done. the
Acha,
inquiry.
according to them, same person.
Yes.
According to you,
inquiry.
you are Mukhale Azam. You don't know who is Akhtar Banu. He was saying to body nice. Admission register will be produced.
Not available.
Copy of you served on. Why did you want the admission registered? You reliance on school certificate.
Yes, page it.
And lordship, I need some time to.
And to whom the notice was issued by the tribunal?
But the superintendent of police board.
No,
So my lord, the notice was issued, my lord, the Akhtar. But sir to the Mukhale.
And who is declared to be a foreigner?
My lord, I am my lord contesting the case. before
Who
the-
is declared to be a foreigner?
No, my lord, Mukhale is not declared, but Akhtar one is declared to be.
Akhtar Banu. Then why are you concerned?
I am not concerned, but notice served to me.
Which notice?
My lord, kindly see page, my lord, 90. Is a tribunal notice served to me.
No, that notice they have given to you, keep it with you.
I am file an application.
And let Akhtar Banu go and prove her, if she is aggrieved, let her prove. will only provide that no action pursuant to the declaration of Akhtar Banu as a foreigner be taken against Mokhale Azam.
Well,
Lordship, LCR is there. Can I have a look at it, Lordship? What
No
information?
LCR.
Hey,
LCR
Causeless,
is,
causeless shows LCR with LCR.
I don't know, LCR is not here with me. Asen niki?
Lordship, a reminder may be sent for the LCR, Lordship. Lordship, the information.
Mr. M. Islam Land Counsel for the petitioner had made a categorical statement that the writ petitioner Mokhale Azam and Akhtar Banu, who is declared to be a foreigner by the order impugned dated
my lord, 91 is the my lord reference. And the order, my lord, MP order is my lord page, my lord,
by the
95.
95 by the order dated 22/2020. Is it 22? What is the date of the order?
2023.
Are you sure?
My lord.
You cannot be sure. Because on 22/2023, matter cannot be fixed on 16/2/2023.
Because it's my lord, proceeding is yet to be pending, my lord. Yet pending, my lord.
What is the date of the order, Mr. Is-
Date of the order, my lord, the interim order is 20/23.
How can on
21,
22/2023 matter be fixed next on 16/2/2023?
21.
Say that. কি করলো? The 21/2023 in FT case number, very bad handwriting. Who is writing all this? 608/2018. In which foreigners tribunal? By by the foreigners tribunal number 3, South Salmara. South Salmara Mankachar are not one and the same person. It is stated that the notice of the tribunal in the name of Akhtar Banu was served upon the petitioner Mokhale Azam. And what did you do? You participated.
My lord, petitioner file objection.
And the petitioner, upon being served with the notice, appeared before the tribunal and informed the tribunal that Mokhale Azam, the petitioner, and the noticee Akhtar Banu are not one and the same person. But in spite of such information being provided, the tribunal relied upon some inquiry report received from the referral authority that the writ petitioner Mokhale Azam and the proceedee before the tribunal are one and the same person. The referral authority who had submitted the report dated 16/9/2022 before the tribunal shall submit a report before the court by producing all relevant material in origin, based upon which the conclusion was arrived that Mokhale Azam and Akhtar Banu are one and the same person. In the meantime, as there is a dispute as to whether the writ petitioner Mokhale Azam and the proceedee before the tribunal Akhtar Banu are one and the same person, in the interim, it is provided that
Lordship,
no coercive action be taken against Mokhale Azam until further orders.
she has changed her name. Even on the last occasion, we had submitted a.
No, you
report.
produce the
They're in the file now, Lordship.
you produce the report materials. Next
Lordship,
item.
the same report will come. She has changed. her
Produce the
name.
materials, not the report. Materials based on which,
Husband's name is same, Lordship, but she has changed her name.
see,
I will
if it
get
is so, the
Lordship.
person will be in more difficulty. Don't worry.
Lordship will fix it up next week, Lordship. There's
Mr.
already a
Islam,
report.
ask your client once again. for some reason the material comes that they are same person, you'll be in more difficulty. Number one, you will be a declared foreigner, plus you'll be proceeded for bringing wrong material before the court. Mind you,
Lordship, this is the third time and three
Doesn't
times.
ma-
they have
doesn't
spoken
matter.
to the police and they have said that she is the
Doesn't-
same person, Lordship.
doesn't matter. See, this is a very double-edged sword. If you succeed, you are cleared of everything. If you don't succeed, the consequence will be you will not only be a foreigner, but you'll also be charged for contempt as well as providing wrong information to the court.
The husband might have come, my lord.
I don't know.
No, now he cannot say this husband.
Just,
has an husband.
please,
Sorry.
don't interfere. You take care. It is your client. You know better.
Fine.
And of course, look into the matter. Because it's a very, I'm telling you, it's a very dangerous stand you have taken.
Fine.
If it is right, everything is in your favor. If wrong, you'll be in more deeper trouble.
Fine.
Sorry,
Next.
next date.
Lordship, after 19th.
25th August. Item 7.
ক'ত গুচি গ'ল ৰিপৰ্টটো ক'ত গৈছে মই বাৰে বাৰে এইটো নহয় ন চবচালমাৰৰ ৰিপৰ্টে নহয় এইটো কৰা তুমি টাইমত নাথাকা কিয় যিটো আমি সদায় কৈ আছো এইটো কাৰেক্টেড পিটিশ্যনটো ক'ত গ'ল নাই পোৱা নাই এইটো বেলেগ এটা পিটিশ্যন লগাই থৈ দিছা কৰা আচলতে টাইমত নাথাকাই দেখোন itu inquiry report ওলোৱা এইটো অফিসে অসমীয়াত আছে তুমি মোক দেখিলে কোনে পঢ়িব এইটো কি লিখা আছে এইটো নহয় না তুমিতো চাউথ চালমাৰৰ কেছ
Who is the father?
Before that, my lord, I want to apology, my lord. There is some mistake in the address of the student number 5 and 6. My lord.
Who are they?
My lord, it should be, my lord, Constable Court, Zoram, and it should be, letter should be.
Why do you make them respondents? You delete them, they are not required.
My lord,
Why do you make them a respondent?
if Rashid is not required.
State coordinator NRC, I don't think we need them. Verma, do you need the coordinator NRC for this proceeding?
No, I can't say that because there's an order in all matters, FT matters, NRC has to be made a party. There's a order, notification of this court lordship. That was prior to the NRC thing finalization.
Now, is there a coordinator?
There is somebody.
Does a coordinator exist as on today?
Yes, on by name, there is somebody lordship.
Somebody is holding the office.
Yes, lordship.
Is it a functional office?
I can't say, comment on that lordship.
But the member cannot be a respondent.
Yes, lordship.
The member tribunal cannot be a respondent. Do you mean to say the member will pass a judicial order, then file affidavit in the writ court justifying his order? Then, if you make him a respondent, we'll have to call him to file affidavit.
Somebody else will have to defend us, lordship.
My lord, now there is a standing council in FT, that's why.
But we are there.
And that is again another misnomer. So I deliberately use the word Home Department.
Fine.
Where is the concept of standing council FT? I don't know. You are appointed standing council FT.
FT, no? Furnace, FT and border lordship.
Have it with you.
We'll bring it tomorrow, lordship.
How can you be the standing council of a FT?
Actually, it's home and political department, lordship. Or in
These
matters
departments
relating to
are
the
being
foreign
carried forward by the
service.
government through the home department. So you represent the home department.
Yes, and matters relating to the foreigners tribunal.
Maybe home department relating to the foreigners tribunal
Yes,
matter,
Lordship.
but how can it be standing council of the foreigners tribunal?
We'll have to again seek a clarification.
So tomorrow district judge will also come and say standing council district judge in all the civil appeals.
We must get.
And
a
the court will
clarification.
issue notice, the district judge will come and file affidavit. Why he had passed that order?
We may make the necessary.
I think some
clarifications.
correction is required.
Yes, Lordship.
Forget it. We'll issue notice to 1, 2, 3, and 6. Now you argue.
4 and 5 may be deleted, Lordship.
No, we won't.
But NRC is here, Lordship. She can mark this.
You appear for NRC.
Yes, Lordship.
NRC থাকো নহলে তেওঁৰ হেৰি মাৰা যাব। I will delete it. I will delete 4, let it remain. Respondent number 5, you delete it.
Right.
Number 4, NRC, let it remain. Now you argue on merit.
Petitioner's father, his name was Madan Ali. His name appeared in the total list of 1986, page 40.
Page 14.
And mother's name is Sabaran Nisa. Both mother and father.
1966, village is Rampara,
Rampara, the Rangamati.
Moza, Rangamati, Bagbor, Moidan Ali. Moidan Ali is the father.
And Sabaran Nisa is father.
Hmm. Moidan Ali is the father, Sovereign mother. Very well. Now, which material will show Moidan is the father?
Other died my lord. Petitioner's name appeared along with mother, page 20.
Page 20,
20 is the Projector Rule of 2008. And 21 is.
20.
21.
This is village is Moamari.
Yes. After 70, my lord, yes.
How will you prove the shifting?
My lord, it is stated, my lord,
Huh?
it is in the statement, my lord.
Hmm.
In the document, it was stated, my lord. My lord, under the same Moza, my lord. Only due to the Gomata River erosion, my lord, they are shifted to the.
Where will you draw the line?
My lord,
Where will you draw the line? We are looking from village point of view. Now you ignore village, go to Moza. Tomorrow you will say ignore the Moza, go to the district.
they-
Next stage will be ignore the district, go to the state. Then you ignore the state also, go to the country. Then you ignore the country, go to the continent. Bangladesh is also in Asia.
Mother's name and.
Hmm.
Petitioner's name is on the same photo list.
I know names may be same, but there may be more than one person bearing the same name.
My lord, there's a subsequent voter list also, my lord.
See, when it's a little peculiar name, we give a little more importance because there's a likelihood of more number of people having the same names. But these common names, I don't know, there may be hundreds of same name.
My lord, brothers' names are also there.
Sorry,
Brothers' name, my lord. There, my lord, can you see, my lord, page 21, my lord. First one, my lord.
but it's a different village.
Yes. ma'am.
So that
Village
they are
because
the same.
after 70,
Petitioner may produce any relevant material to show that the family of Moidan Ali, whose name appears in the 1966 voters list of village Ramapara, had later on shifted to village Moamari in order that the name of Saberan Nessa Bewa, wife of Maidan, and Nazrul Islam, son of Maidan, appears in the 2008 voters list of village Muammari. The complete voters list of village Ramapara and Muammari from the years 1966 to 2008 be produced before the court. Hmm?
They will be better position head,
Sorry,
well, election commission. When they come to the general, they will be in better position.
you applied, they will give you. You apply, they will give you.
Item 8.
Okay.
Expertise. Yes, Mr. Sharma. Lordship. What is your calculation? 7,500. Sorry,
3,000.
rejected. You argue on merit. You argue on merit now. How do you prove that he never received any notice?
Into reference.
Yes.
Order of the tribunal.
Sorry,
Order of the tribunal, my lord, yes, that was. On those cases, my lord, 2010, my lord.
so you are avoiding notice. Notice is hanging in a conspicuous place. That is a good service of notice.
My lord,
So if a man runs away from the process server, this is the alternative procedure. It's not that notice was not served. It was served. Served served in the alternative manner. So we dismiss the petition. We find no reason. Dismissed. Sorry,
kindly give you opportunity, my lord.
we gave you opportunity. You did not accept it. Dismissed.
Yes, my lord.
Next item.
My lord. And
Want to pay the cost.
7,000.
Is the cost free for the procedure?
Item 9.
Same order.
Item 10.
Expertise.
What is this? It's 54.
54.
That's
So-
hotel Mr. Maxwell.
Yeah.
60C.
Page number 54. 66 voters list.
Sajul.
Village is
Sajul.
Solapura.
Sulakura. Solakura, Tritio Kondo. Sekanali Sheikh is the father. Which material show is the father?
Subsequent membership, they shifted, they liberated people.
How do you prove the shifting?
But he did approve to worship elder brother of the petitioner worship.
How do you know he is the elder brother?
Worship explained as the case and case the worship I want to case 50C. This is the voter list.
Does the Evidence Act anywhere provides for evidence through explanation? Which provision of the Evidence Act provides that an explanation is a substitute of evidence?
They are liberated. They were shifted.
Where is the provision in the Evidence Act that river people, a different set of evidence will be applicable for them? See, government on a political level may take these decisions. That you don't have to prove anything, river people, we are putting you in a different category. But how do you expect it in a court of law? You should have a decision. Modi? Hmm. Page number here, you know. And 56, page number 56 is?
Yes, Lordship, 56. We put the voter list of the Lordship, including the name of his father, secondary,
This is voter list of
89.
85. Village,
Village Lordship, this is a Lordship, Sotokolia, Martiri.
Sotokolia Tritio Kondo. Other one was Salagura Tritio Kondo. Now secondarily is the father. And
There Lordship.
and what happened to Moziron Bibi? Died.
One died.
Died.
Yeah.
Or you left behind while shifting?
After 50.
No. While shifting, was Moziron Bibi left behind in the earlier village?
While after shifting the place, Lordship, she died.
She died. When did she die? See, Mr. Mullah, there are some patterns in the answers that is given to the court. Fixed patterns. One is shifting. The wife or somebody is not there, they die. Your purpose is served. But how do you expect a judicial order on the basis of that? You have done your duty. Yes, I have taken two stands that there is one is shifting and the wife, you died. See, this is a court proceeding, Mr. Khan. This is not a, you are discussing somebody in the drawing room over a cup of tea. Somebody asked you, yes, oh yes, I had shifted. Wife, she died. How do you expect this to be accepted in a, sorry? I know these people are having a little difficulty. Both aspects are equally possible. What you say may be right, what you say may not be right.
After that, they again shifted to another place. In that, with that we got lost. A certificate was issued as a circle officer. That is, I have ended. But before, Lordship, unless-
Understand. Now we'll question the circle officer. Why is he issuing all these certificates? Why do you issue certificates? Somebody coming to you, why do you always issue a certificate? Ask the circle officer, the court had asked a question, why did you issue all these certificates? Which certificate, circle officer?
Space 101.
101.
That is full Sotokolia to Lordship.
To whom is certified that Shahjahan Ali of village Sotokolia. His dwelling house had been eroded. Okay, eroded by the.
But that Lordship, the petitioner said in geography.
How do you know? Do you maintain any public record? Hmm?
Then for that, yeah. I think
No, does the circle officer maintain any public record?
it's-
You maintain?
it has-
You produce that record? The circle officer had issued a certificate dated 5/5/2007. Circle officer, South Salmara Revenue Circle. That Shahjahan Ali, son of Sikandar Ali of village Sotokolia, Part 2. That the dwelling house of Omukomukomo, was eroded by the river Brahmaputra during the devastating flood of the year 2005. The public record based on which the said certificate we should be produced before the court. Find out some better material. That's why I told you, Mr. Khan, both are equally possible. But just because there is a possibility of it being possible, that will not be converted, cannot be converted to a judgment by the court. Something substantial will definitely hear you. The petitioner may explore the availability of any relevant material which may show that Sikandar Ali Sheikh, son of Iman, of the 1966 voters list of village Salakura, had later on shifted to village Chotokolia Part 3, which enabled the name of Sikandar Ali, son of Iman Ali, to appear in the voters list of 1985 of village Chotokolia Part 3. But what is noticed is that Majiran Bibi, wife of Sikandar Ali Sheikh of the 1966 voters list, was 38 years at that relevant point of time, does not appear in the voters list of 1985 of village Chotokolia Part 3. It is stated that Majiran Bibi died in the meantime, but no material is available as to when and how she died. Mr. Khan seeks for an adjournment to explore the availability. Oh, it was agote kolu neki, any problem.
One extra copy and one restriction.
Copy of the order to MSK Pukon, copy of the repetition be also made available to the council. You make out a prima facie case. Why some protection? You get all the protection. See, if you are entitled, we give you everything. When do you want to be listed? Just after 2 weeks.
By state. Item 11.
She is neither the daughter of anyone.
Yes.
Abdul Aziz.
Hmm.
So the document reflected Abdul Aziz. Can you page number 25?
25.
From 1955.
Abdul Aziz, he is the father. Which material show he is the father?
How on the page number 35.
35.
36.
Yoma Mandi. Who is the petitioner? Jalaluddin or Jamaluddin? So mutation is of Jamaluddin, not Jalaluddin. The petitioner Jalaluddin relies upon a mutation, a Jamabandi, at page 35, which contains the information that name of Jamaluddin, son of Abdul Aziz, had been mutated in place of Abdul Aziz. and accordingly also relies upon the voters list of 1965, which contains the name of Abdul Aziz. The petitioner may produce any relevant material that Jalaluddin, the writ petitioner, and Jamaluddin of the mutation order are one and the same person. Just like that.
Again, also Lordship, mean page 26, Lordship. Page 26, Lordship, villages Salakati Pothar. In other villages, Kalikajari, Lordship.
No, no, he's relying on some Jamabandi. Jamabandi is of the same Pothar, Salagati Pothar.
Well, for admission.
Lordship, the report is there. And this is a very comprehensive report, Lordship, as Lordship.
12 pages. 12-page report.
It's not a 12-page report. The officer has gone to each
Right.
and every person, taken their statements and found that Sobita Begum, the petitioner, is nowhere connected to the voters list she has referred to, and she has manipulated all the voters list. It is very clear with the correct people giving the reference.
So this is what we always wanted you to
Yes,
do.
Lordship.
Suppose X is referred to be the father and some voters list are produced. Go to the house of that X, find out who are actually his family members. There's every possibility of finding that this proceeding may not be a family member of that family.
It was not.
And this is exactly what we are
And
all
this
the
is-
time what we wanted.
And this time it has been done in a very proper manner, Lordship. And like it was suggested that the Sukur had died, she never died. She till 1977 she was voting. Lordship,
When
may kindly.
Kurjan wife, whose name appears, they died in a city when we claim that she had died between them. As a result, 74 contains the name of Sukur, who is claimed to be the son of Intaj. Verification is whether Sukur Jan of the 19 and the Sukur of the are the mother and son, or in fact they are.
They never had a son, Lordship, as it was mentioned, and Lordship.
I
is
think
some-
we can make a copy of this one available to the petitioner, let him file a report. Let him file a reply. If he cannot satisfy, we'll take action against you.
Lordship, it is prima.
Like
facie
Mr.
completely-
M. Islam.
it is-
He'll not only be a foreigner, but he'll also be proceeded for providing wrong material to the court in the court proceeding.
Lordship may kindly come to the second report where he went to the house of the son who is the biological son of this couple, Intaj Ali, Lordship.
Page
Next
number?
Page number is not there. It is Superintendent of Police, Shankardev Hojai. The next report, Lordship. First, one
There's
is-
a one thing with a big photograph, this one?
he has said that.
No,
his
no.
Yes, these
Who is the
documents.
petitioner?
Petitioner Sobita
Petitioner
Begum.
is Sobita Begum.
He has stated that his father had two wives, but they never had anybody called Sobita Begum. Lordship, his statement is there, and from the
That
officer-
to the SP, that one,
Yes,
by Ispakul Hawk,
yes, Lordship.
29 July.
Yes. And this border officer went, he said, I've collected
submitted to it.
certified copy of the voters list of 66 and 70. And by the OP, namely Sobita Begum, daughter of Sanso, it is found that both documents were found manipulated in the name of Sukurun and her age, gender relationship, and it also
And I
clearly
visited
mentioned
the Toboka town. and the-
in the voters list that Sukur and Mokbul were the wives of Intaj. But they never had, this girl was not their own
Just a
daughter.
minute,
Lordship.
let me read the report.
into time, কিন্তু time হিসেবে doctor না হয়। into doctor, you're right. IT পয়সা ಇದು ಕೂಡಾಗೂ ಇದು ಬೇಕಾಗೈತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Yeah, very good inquiry they have done. Huh? Good. Pursuant to our earlier order dated 23/6/2023, the Superintendent of Police Border Nagaon had submitted a report dated 1/8/2023, wherein also enclosed is an inquiry report submitted by the Sub-Inspector of Police Border Ispakul Haq, who had made the inquiry as required by the said order. A reading of the inquiry report makes it discernible that the Sub-Inspector Police Border Ispakul Haq made a genuine attempt to find out as to whether the claim of the petitioner Sobita Begum that she is the daughter of Sukur Ali, whose name appears as Sukur in the voters list of 1970, are in fact one and the same person. The report states that upon visiting the family members of Sukur of the 1970 voters list, it is discernible that Abdul Sukur alias Sukur Ali, who is the father of the petitioner, and Sukur of the 1970 voters list are not one and the same person, meaning thereby that the writ petitioner had made a false claim in the state petition. A copy of the report dated 29/7/2023 of the SIB Sub-Inspector Police Border Ispakul Haq be made available to the petitioner, and the petitioner may file affidavit in response thereto. The inquiry report of the Superintendent of Police along with the enclosures, the kept in the custody of the court master.
We can also give
You
him,
can also give, you can
we will
also
give
give,
him a,
only that SI report, not
only, yes, Lordship, only the SI report.
SI report as well as the statements also. And the statements of the witnesses relied upon in the said inquiry, because that will also, he may say that.
Yes, we will give him both, Lordship. The covering letter will be binding.
List of
25th, anytime after 19th August, Lordship.
19 August. Mr. Mondal, we have given you the opportunity to file an objection affidavit to this inquiry
That is
report.
fine.
No, you do it.
In addition to that, may some permission that since matter is very complicated matter.
Not complicated.
So there's no menu.
Matter is not complicated. No one is,
Says that everything has been.
no, matter is most uncomplicated. You are required to prove who is your father and that man is a citizen. It's a simplest of the matter.
For that, if your lordship permits, we will go for the DNA test. That is my.
No DNA test. Whose DNA test? That's Sukur of 1970. Why should a stranger be compelled to undergo a DNA test? When Sukur of 1970, he has been identified. He says that I don't know all these people.
Now, my brother.
So how,
My brothers and sisters, if the DNA test is not conducted, my brothers and sisters.
no, no one is has any doubt that they are not your brother and sister. Yeah,
We have doubt with the father and mother,
Ah.
Lordship.
And his name also fortunately or unfortunately appeared in the NRC.
sorry, we can't. We can't compel another person to undergo a DNA test because somebody else is making a false claim. And Madam, Clerk, make this kind of inquiries. This is exactly what we were asking you all this time.
We'll have to.
The
keep this
inquiry made by
separate.
the is appreciated, and it is expected that similar inquiries, when inquiries are ordered, similar approach be taken by the police authorities.
Yeah, then we will have some notice.
25th November, 22 August.
You have more than 3 weeks time.
3 weeks.
I think that is enough. At least on fixed date at the go, huh?
25th.
Item 13,
Yes, Mr. N. Ahmed. Petition really which may show that Ainal Haq of Rangapani and Ainar Hussain of the 89 Rasulpur are one and the same person.
Yes,
How do you prove it?
today we see the file evaluation.
Yes, file affidavit today.
The
That I received. Mr. N. Ahmed Langa, the petitioner states that certain materials have been received from the petitioner and the petitioner would like to file an additional to bring the same on record. Pray aloud. This again.
14,
I will say this now. Yes. Yes.
It's 27.
Hmm. See, 27.
It's 27. 1966, his father name is Jasimuddin Malik.
Just a minute. Page 27. Josimuddin is the father.
Katerati,
Josimuddin, son of Posa.
yes, Malik.
Village Katerati.
Katerati.
Katerati. তার মানে Josimuddin Katerati. The name of your village itself shows
Katerati.
Katerati. That means people who go there to spend the night. Katerati. So people are also temporary people of that place.
Then page 30, my lord, my name appeared.
Please,
Page 30, my lord.
30.
My name is Abdul Rahman.
So that must be some kind of a transit place. Katerati. Page number 31.
Page 30, my lord.
30. Certified extract. Abdul Rahman Josimuddin Katerati. Go back and produce all the complete voters list of all the years.
My lord can produce page 19. I have been
You don't
clear-
want to go back. Okay.
My lord, why I'm saying, my lord, page 19 is the first opinion where I have been declared as as an Indian, my lord. And then the second notice was issued. I was not in India, my lord, because of my higher studies, so I'm not aware about the latest development, my lord. Can it be like this, my lord? Since it's not a reason at all, my understanding about going to this, it's not a reason at all. The best course of action will be, my lord, to give me an opportunity so that I will.
This is what we told you. You go back and prove,
Both
You-
the-
produce all the complete voters list. There's a likelihood that you will succeed.
Yes, my lord.
You go back.
Page-
Lordship 16 is the first order
Hmm.
and the second notice.
No, second one we are rejecting.
Yeah, second
Don't
one-
don't be influenced by all such orders. You prove. Heard Mr. A.S. Topada also. The petitioner. The petitioner Abdul Rahman had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number
For Sunitpur Test School, my lord.
Terminal number 2, Sonitpur at Tezpur, for rendering an opinion as to whether he's a foreigner under the Foreigners Act 1946, resulting in registration of FT case number 65/2015. An opinion dated 21/2016 had been rendered by the tribunal declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, district petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1966 of village Katerati in the present Biswanath district, which contains a name of Josimuddin, son of Posha, at serial 2523. It is claimed that Josimuddin is the father of the petitioner. To substantiate the same, the petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1993 of village Katerati in the Vishwanath district, which contains an Abdul Rahman, son of Jasimuddin, at serial 2628. It is claimed that Abdul Rahman of the 1993 voters list of village Katerati is the petitioner himself. It's not. The petitioner also claimed that by another opinion dated
Page 20, my lord, with utmost respect, page 19, by this order, I have been declared as an Indian. Foreign.
and that's what I'm asking. Page number?
Page 19, my lord.
That by another opinion dated
Not opinion, my lord. Here is the notice only. Page
then,
20,
that by which opinion you are declared Indian citizen?
page 19.
That's right. That by another opinion dated 21/2026 in FT case number 65/2015 in the Foreigners Tribunal number 2, Sonitpur, the petitioner was declared to be a foreigner. And accordingly, a claim is also made that the present proceeding is barred by the principles of res judicata. Although the principles of res judicata are applicable in the proceedings before the Foreigners Tribunal as per the judgment of the Supreme Court in Abdul Quddus, but however, we have also examined the opinion dated 21/2026. The tribunal had merely recorded the materials that may have been produced by the proceeding, and thereupon arrived at its conclusion that in the view of the tribunal, the proceeding is an Indian citizen. But no reason is forthcoming in the opinion of the tribunal as to why the tribunal had arrived at its conclusion that the petitioner is a citizen. In order to attract the principle res judicata, in the earlier proceeding, it must be between the same parties, and it also must be decided between the parties. In the absence of any reasoned conclusion, we cannot accept that in the earlier opinion, there was a decision in favor of the petitioner. Consequently, we do not accept the plea of res judicata by the petitioner, but however, from the voters list of 1966 and 1997 of village Katerati, it appears that the petitioner can discharge that he is a citizen. Accordingly, matter remanded back to the tribunal. In the tribunal, the petitioner to produce the complete voters list of village Katerati from the year 1996 to 1997. And if the complete and continuous voters list, and if the voters list so produced gives an indication that the petitioner is a citizen, the tribunal may pass a reasoned order. Thank you. A stand is taken that the petitioner was also out of the country for his.
I was out from my highest place.
You, as a council, was out. That doesn't matter.
So late down in between, I was not aware, so I need to educate myself. And that's the reason I was about to take time, since I have realized that its remand back is an opportunity. I have taken deeply on that.
Maybe you can establish possibility is there. Please go. Yes, next item.
Item 15.
কি নাম দিয়েছে এটা? It was item 15 নেই? Okay, 15. Take it away.
1699.
বেলেগ দিছে। None appears for the petitioner when the matter is called. List again. It is noticed that after the order of 28/3/2018, the matter was never listed, nor any effort had been made by the Learning Council to get the matter listed. It is provided in the event of further non-appearance on the subsequent call, appropriate order shall follow.
It has been established, Your Lordship.
Through the voters
Yes,
list. Yes, you read, you tell us.
Still for the record.
Hmm.
In 1966, Your Lordship, the petitioner father's name is Usair Ali, it has been, but it is Tasir Ali, because wife name also Nurjan Bibi
Hmm.
appears, Your Lordship.
So just a minute, 66, what happened?
Yes, petitioner's name is 80, serial number 88, Your Lordship. Usair Ali, son of
Cell 88,
Nasiruddin
Kuser Ali,
Usair Ali, and
KUSER.
Usair,
Oh, Kuser. Kuser Ali. So, this is of which village?
of Your Lordship, Bakpara, Diner Alga.
Bakpara. Then what happened?
Dear Lordship, again in the year 1970, Bakpara Diner Alga, the name of the petitioner's father, Usair Ali, son of Nasiruddin,
Serial
and
number?
serial number 68.
68. Then after
And
that,
69, his mother's name also, Nurjan Bibi,
69,
70, Lordship.
70.
70, serial number 69. Total list of
69,
1970.
Nurjahan,
Nurjan Bibi,
Nurjan.
wife of Tasir,
Uh-huh.
her name appears, Lordship.
Uh,
And in voter list of 1979, their name doesn't appear in that village. Diner Alga
79 does not appear.
does not appear.
Does it appear in
No, Santospur, Your Lordship, we have seen it. Then in 1989, we have found their name.
Santoshpur, 1989?
89, Your Lordship.
Whose name? Both name?
No, Nur Khatun Bewa,
Uh,
mother of the petitioner, wife of Tahiruddin,
Ah.
and the name of the petitioner, Abu Sama Son
just a
of
minute, Nur
Khatun Bewa,
Khatun Deva,
wife of Tahiruddin.
wife of Tahir.
Petitioner name is in serial number 420, Abu Sama,
No, Nur is that serial number?
417,
4177, and the petitioner
420.
420 Abu.
Absolutely.
And then after that,
1989. Yeah, Lordship, after that, in the year 1997,
which village?
village Santospur.
Same village.
Same village. Name of Nurjan Bewa, the wife of Tasir, and Abu Sama Sheikh, son of Tasir. Their
Serial
names
number?
appear. Serial number is 395 and 396.
395, 396.
Mother is
Okay,
one.
and then after that?
Thereafter, Your Lordship, we have in the voter list of Zamduar. Zamduar part 2.
Jamduar.
Zamduar part 2.
Here,
Here we have, as per our information,
Here.
in the year 2005, from 2005, I have submitted to the court, Your Lordship.
hmm.
And the 1997 voter list, their name does not appear, Your Lordship, in Zamduar. In
Jamduar
Zamduar,
is-
in Lordship,
Understand.
Santospur.
Santospur it appears.
Until 1997, it appears. Thereafter, in 2005,
It
in
does not
Santospur
appear, but
appears.
in Jamduar
In
it
Zamduar,
appears.
their name appears.
At serial number
855, Abu Sama.
855 Abu.
Sama.
And
Mother's
mother?
name not appearing. Is there. Only petitioner's name.
Mother?
His father's name is shown, Your Lordship. Mother's details are
mother,
not
what
there.
happened? Manu Naiduli Mauritius.
As regards the mother information, we don't have. From 2005.
Send it
onwards.
back, we'll record everything, tribunal will examine, and also mother died and all, you give evidence when she dies.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Heard MSD Ghosh Learning Council for the petitioner also. The the petitioner Abu Sama had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 7 Dhubri
Page 14.
14 for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a foreigner under the Foreigners Act 1946. Resulting in registration of which one is your case number?
Case number, uh, 97 CPR 60.
Resulting in registration of FT7 Dhubri case number 97/CPR/16. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 6/2/2017 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. Firstly, it is taken note of that notice by the tribunal was issued that the proceeding in the tribunal was initiated against Abu Sama, son of Taser Ali of village Jamduar Part 2, police station Chapor in the Dhubri district. The petitioner took a stand that Usair Ali, son of Nasiruddin of the 1960 at serial number 88 of the 1966 voters list of village Bakpara Diner Alga is the father of the petitioner, and Nurjan Bibi, wife of Taser, is the mother. It is clarified that the name ought to have been Taser Ali, but it was wrongly spelled as Usair Ali. The 1970 voters list relied upon also contains the same information as Usair Ali at serial number 68 and Nurjan Bibi, wife of Taser Ali, at serial 69. The voters list of 19, thereupon reliance is placed on the voters list of 1990. Is placed on the voters list of 1989 of village Santoshpur. No, 97 of village Santoshpur, which contains the name of Nurjan Bewas, wife of Taser, at serial 395, and that of Abu Sama Sheikh, son of Taser, at 396. It is claimed that Abu Sama Sheikh at serial 396 is the petitioner himself, and Nurjan Bewa, wife of Taser, is his mother, whose name also appeared in the voters list of 1966 and 1970. Thereupon, reliance is placed on the voters list of 2005 of village Jamduar, which contains the name of Abu Sama at serial 855. A stand was taken that Taser Ali of the 1966 and 1970 voters list of village Bakpara, Bakpara, who was wrongly spelt as Usair Ali instead. Had later on shifted, that is family of Taser Ali likha, had later on shifted to village Santoshpur, resulting in the name of Nurjan Bewa, wife of Taser, appearing in the voters list of 19 1997 of the said village. And subsequent thereto, the family shifted to village Jamduar, resulting in the name of Abu Sama appearing in the voters list of 2005 of village Jamduar. To examine the authenticity of such stand taken by the petitioner, we required the Election Commission to produce the complete and as well as the upward and downward voters list of the 3 villages in as much as to enable an examination as to whether the name of Nurjan Bewa was discontinued in the original village Bakpur after the alleged shifting, and whether her name could be found in the earlier voters lists of village Santoshpur, as well as whether the names after shifting to village Jamduar was discontinued in the voters list of Santoshpur, and the voters list of Jamduar, whether it contained the name prior to the shifting. Accordingly, Mr. A. Ali, Land Counsel for the Election Department, has produced the complete voters list of the 3 villages, as well as the upward and downward voters list of the respective years when the shifting is alleged to have, shiftings are alleged to have taken place. A reading of the complete voters list makes it discernible that the name of Oser Ali along with Nurjan appeared in the voters list of village Bagpar at serial 88 and 89 respectively, and their names also appeared in the voters list of 1970 of village Bagpar at serial 69, 68 and 69 respectively. But the voters list of 1970 of village Bagpar do not contain their name, which prima facie may be an indication that the family may have shifted out of village Bagpar. In the voters list of 1989, the name of Nurjan Bewa appears at serial 417 along with Abu Sama Sheikh at serial 420. It is claimed that Toser Ali in the meantime died. But be that as it may, the earlier voters lists prior to 1989 of village Santoshpur did not contain the name of Nurjan Bewa, wife of Taser, and Abu Sama, son of Taser. Similarly, the voters list subsequent to 1997 of village Santoshpur also do not contain the name of Nurjan Bewa and Abu Sama. And the voters list of village Jamduar prior to year 2005 also did not contain the name. In view of the above, as the names were discontinued in the voters list from where the shifting had taken place, and the names did not appear in the voters list of the shifted of the village where the village to which the shifting had taken place prior to the shifting, comma, a prima facie conclusion can be drawn regarding the claim of the shifting of the petitioner. In view of the above, matter remanded back to the tribunal to examine the complete voters list, both upward and downward, of the 3 villages as produced before the court, and to pass a reasoned order.
Submission, Lordship. Her case was marked as a D-voter case. So she was, he was marked D-voter in the year 2007. No voters list is showing D-marked, what my friend has submitted now. If it's a D-marked, Lordship, I would like to just go into the records one to check which way it went, because if it's a D-marked voters list, the names would not have appeared. If it had appeared,
In
D would have been
2005.
No, from 1989, because from 1989, Abu Samar's name has appeared, Lordship.
Jamdua name, his name is not marked as DA, Lordship. As per my, I have put it on the voter list.
Lordship, another thing,
Maybe
in the
Santosh
previous
was-
case, we
So,
saw the voters list were manipulated.
A order to Rakhi thoi diyo.
Yes, Lordship, I will just
You
go
go
through.
through it, tell us after some time.
Yes, Lordship, before Lordship rises down.
But otherwise, we retain this order.
Yes, yes,
If you,
Just want to check the reference, Lordship.
Item 18,
This is defined, madam.
This is a matter relates to police atrocity. My friend has filed an application on behalf of the respondent for me. May I pray for some time for a rejoinder of the same?
2018 matter, what kind of reason?
Just yesterday I have received the application, but then I also, my lord, waiting for some instruction, my lord. What is the,
No, what is the original petition about?
my lord, original petition about was that a person, my lord, had been detained in a police station, my lord, without following the due procedure of law.
Just a minute.
Fine.
Direct command to take appropriate action against respondent number 4 for illegally detained. On which day you were detained?
My lord, I was detained, my lord, on
From when to when? Time and date.
I can say, my lord, at my
There are three,
time,
madam.
on, my lord, on 4/6/2018.
4/6/18. At what time you were taken into custody?
The time I was taken. 4/6/2018. Lord, on that day in the morning hours, around.
No,
10,
you have to tell the time.
my lord,
Moment you claim I was
Yes, yes.
illegally detained,
my lord.
onus is on you to say when you were taken.
Lord, may I pray that matter will taken tomorrow, my lord.
Today. You can't go on listening so frequently. matter.
And, Lord, on next Tuesday.
No, today itself. We'll take up after some time. You
Fine.
inform us.
Yes, my lord.
Your case is you were illegally detained.
My lord.
First, you have to give us the date and time
Date and
when you
time.
taken into custody, date and time when you were released from custody.
Yes,
Then we will examine the
Fine.
police records and move further there. Allegations and counter allegations have almost no meaning.
Fine.
You'll make your own allegation, they will make their own counter allegation. And who will decide all this?
May I suggest one thing?
We'll verify from the GD entry when you were taken into custody
I have visited my.
and why you were taken into custody. No, you may have stated, we are on the records.
Yes, but I have the records of the GDNT also.
No. You get the original GD entry as well as the case diary.
Now I am serving in my defined police system.
You serve anywhere, wherever you
So
feel
I
like.
have taken a certified copy of the GDNT.
Mr. Bothakur, we are on public record.
Yes, ma'am.
We are not on where you are serving.
Yes.
We want the records.
However, I have visited my lord.
Your statement is a statement, Mr. Bothakur.
Yes, my lord.
It is only the original records which are relevant.
Yes, ma'am. But it is better to the
We don't know about that. We want the records. Who is the custodian of the records? You represent or Mr. Bothakur represent?
no,
I am representing respondent number 123, Lordship.
the officer is Hazu police station, madam. He is the custodian of the records, madam. Because
Who represents the OC? Hajo? You represent.
Lordship, yes, the government, they.
Ah, You produce the records.
Lordship,
In the
because he is representing in person, Lordship.
no person will
Yes.
hear him
Yes,
only
Lordship.
when we are satisfied with the record that there is some personal
Yes,
allegation
Lordship.
against it. You come to the picture at a little later, not now. First, it is against the state. And if there is the further material against you, we will hear it. Then, Mr. We fixed it next week.
My lord.
You produce the
Lordship.
record. কি করলো? The petitioner to provide the date and time on which he was taken into custody as well as the date on time on which he was released from the custody by the police. the state respondents in the meantime to produce the GD entry in original as well as the case record of Hajo PS case number 414/2018. Ultimately, what happened in that case?
It was charge sheet filed.
Charge sheet filed
Yes, ma'am.
against this
Yes, ma'am.
petition. This one,
11th August.
11 minutes, day after minute, I will be out of session.
you remain out of station. You
On
get-
8 minutes.
Timing, we are not concerned with you. Mr. Bothakur, for the timing, we are not concerned with your client. So we can take up the matter in your absence also. If necessary, only we'll hear you. You are not first in line as a respondent to be heard. First, we'll verify something. If everything is in order in the records, we have to dismiss this petition. Only thing when it is not in order, there is some indulgence of some particular police officer, Mr. Bothakur's plan, only then we'll go, the second stage will go into all this.
Item 19.
Oh,
Only I am praying that if I am not able to present my online.
you did not pray anything. We have taken note of that you may not remain present. It will. ডেটা দি দিও সোনকালে।
11 তারিখ। Next, it will Friday next.
সোনকালে। How long will it take, Hajo? Today is
Week, Lord.
Monday?
Monday,
Good enough,
Today
5
is-
days.
7 minutes,
Why do you need more time?
today is Thursday.
7 by 8.
Madam Bhattacharjee,
7 minutes.
Lordship,
if required, today is not Thursday, today is Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
If required,
Okay, Lordship. If not received, Lordship will.
if necessary, you can produce the records by 2 o'clock also.
Yes, Lordship.
Hajo is hardly 1.5
Yes.
hours.
Lordship on Monday. Did we apply?
Item 19.
Then we have to make a application. Make it a DD entry support.
सबको ऐसे।
Yes, item 19.
On last কথার জন্য original of তোমাদের দিকে কি আছে?
Receive your Lordship.
Good.
Gujarat Department.
Now, which annexure you are relying upon? Jamabandi, where did you annex? Which page?
Number 70.
70.
70. Particular page number 72.
Vernacular,
72.
72. বিচারিক দেখি So you rely on the circle officer order dated 19/9/2019 to establish that there is a mutation. By this mutation, in place of Rustom Ali, the name of Sakina. Sakina Khatun had been mutated. When did Rustom Ali die? Hmm?
Name was recorded in the.
No. When did Rustom Ali die?
No, my lord, he is alive.
He's alive.
He is, it was an evidence.
Sorry,
It is an evidence DW to in this case.
he is alive. Then why was the mutation order, did it take place? Where is his evidence? Evidence of Rustom Ali? Hmm?
58 page number. Okay, page number.
Hmm. বিকৃত হবে।
In 19, she was died.
In 19? Where is the evidence of Rustom Ali? Page number? 58.
After the judgment in the.
When did he die?
Kind of exactly, I could not
No,
say. I have to take instruction.
মরিলে বোধহয় 80 years হয়েছিল, ফাঁকি দিব এখন তাই। Yes, Home Department, what is your submission? Rustom Ali, 80 years. Page 58, he rendered evidence that Sakina is his daughter. And why we call for the origin is that the mutation is of the year 2019, after proceedings have started.
Yes, sir.
And 2019, there is a circle officer order has a reference to some registered deed number something. Possibly there is a gift. Even if Rustom is alive, there's a likelihood of there being some gift or something. Once it is gifted, it is.
But when it was gifted, what is the circle officer's report? I haven't seen.
I don't know. You can't ask questions to us.
No, Lordship, I'm just going to, I didn't see this,
You
Lordship.
have to give your reply. Make verification. You can always do.
Can do that. Lordship will fix it up next week, Lordship. Let me go through it. I have not seen this.
On the payroll as E. Burman and counsel for the Home Department. The Revenue Department has produced the origin of the Jamabandi in respect of the plot of land at village Khatakuti, which is kept on record. The Jamabandi produced on prima facie reading appears to be consistent with the page 72 Jamabandi relied upon by the petitioner. By the order of the circle officer dated 19/9/2019 in BAR/BARN/2020/7/476/FMUT, land was mutated in favor of Sakina Khatun, daughter of Rustam Ali, in place of Rustam Ali, in place of a plot of land at village Khatakusi. The name of Rustam Ali appears in the voters list of
Father is still alive.
1966 and the subsequent years in respect of village Khatakusi. Rustam Ali, being an 80-year-old person, had also rendered evidence as DW2 before the tribunal, deposing that the petitioner Sakina Khatun is his daughter. MSA Verma and Council Home Department seeks for an adjournment to examine under what circumstance the mutation had taken place in favor of Sakina Khatun. On the prayer of the Home Department, adjourned to be listed on so.
11th August. Item 20.
Yehulla Khatun. Some reports, up to this status report of the investigation.
IO is present, Lordship.
Huh?
IO is present here, Lordship.
Sorry,
IO is present here, Lordship. IO, investigating officer.
no, we want the report, not the IO.
Either IO or the status report, it was.
Lordship had said either the report or the IO should be present.
So we want the report first, not the IO.
He preferred to come and make a.
Report is not
submit
there.
Before the court.
Only the IO is there. Where is the IO? Please come forward. What is the, Madam Kaur, what is the case number, police case number?
This is number. Yes, number. Double one,
Hmm?
115/23.
What did you get after investigating?
Can I speak in Assamese, sir?
You, huh?
Can I speak in Assamese, sir?
But you cannot disclose your investigation in the open court. Let us take a look at the, case diary.
Yes, sir.
Case diary to sound? Yes, sir. Investigation to open the कोई date to the हो. जी बाबू.
Or copy আছে না?
এটা একটা কপি, এটা দুটা কপি দিছি। নাজানিম মই। কোৱা নাই।
এখন দি দিম বুলি ক'ব, আপুনি ডাইৰেক্টলি গুচি গ'লে না মই ফেক বুলি কৈ দিলে কথাটো বেয়া হৈ যাব। মই ফেক বুলি আপোনাক কৈ দিব নোৱাৰো নহয়। মই কৈ দিছো হয়, কৈ দিছো এখন চাই এটা। পিছত কৈ দিছো।
The admission register, but something had, Lordship, this is something he just brought in. Did you- This is something he just prepared in the morning, Lordship. Something has been.
Are you Ankur Jyoti Bora?
Yes, sir.
আপুনি যে এডমিশন কি অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স
Attendance,
রেজিস্টারখন সিজ কৰিলে
Yes, sir.
এখন 2001 চনৰ ডকুমেন্ট
Yes, sir.
দেখাত কেনেকুৱা লাগে
দেখাত
এখন
স্যার নতুন নতুন লাগে, ফ্রেশ হয়।
লাগে
Yes,
তাৰে কি বিষয় কি কৰিলে ইনভেস্টিগেশনত
ইনভেস্টিগেশন এফএসএল পঠাইছে স্যার।
যদি নতুন নতুন লাগে আৰু হেডমাষ্টাৰে আপোনাক এখন 2001 ডকুমেন্ট বুলি
প্ৰডিউস কৰিছে।
প্ৰডিউস কৰিছে এইটো এটা অপৰাধ হয় নে নহয়
বিচাৰি আছে।
তাৰে বিষয়ে কি কৰিলে
স্যার এইটো এফএসএল ৰিপোৰ্ট অহাৰ পিছত স্যার
এফএসএল ৰিপৰ্টৰ পক্ষলৈ পঠিয়াইছে
হয় স্যার।
we wait for the FSL report as admission register not available Banpani it has been washed away in the flood it's a very good common excuse we get it everywhere when document is not there it is washed away in flood very well let it go in the flood then why the headmaster is relying on a fabricated attendance register the investigator say prima facie it appears to be and this is our view also look at the attendance register is not at all confidence inspiring that it is a document of 2001 so he had manufactured it
Headmaster did not. Headmaster never denied that petitioner did not attend this.
have you read the section 379 of the IPC what is 379 IPC 379 what does it provide for এখন IPC এখন দিয়ক এটা Forget about headmaster. What is 379 IPC? Read. You are so confined to the headmaster, you are not ready to understand anything else. What is 379?
Punishment for theft.
Theft. 3 or 4 sections after that also provides what will happen if an article which is subject to a theft is found in the house of somebody else. He is also equally liable. Can he take the stand? No, X have committed the theft. I am not concerned. Can he take the stand? No. Similarly, you being the beneficiary of a fraud, can you take the stand in a court of law that the fraud was committed by the headmaster? I am nothing.
It is not the action of the headmaster, that the petitioner never studied in the school.
Whatever it is, you are,
I
don't.
have studied in this school.
You may have done anything. Your headmaster had committed a fraud. And in the court of law, you are trying to take benefit of that fraud. So you are equally liable. That is the law. Even if you have not done it, it's a legal fiction against you. Suppose Madam Kaur had stolen something and you are the beneficiary of that stolen goods. You are equally liable.
Without my knowledge.
With or without knowledge, that is the difficulty of the law.
Without my knowledge.
And tell me, if the document is for your benefit, why will the headmaster cause a fraud in it without telling you? Unless you are a party to that fraud.
Admittedly, I
The-
have studied the school, my lord.
Is the headmaster,
Denied by anybody.
is the headmaster off his mind that he will commit a fraud to benefit you without telling you? Sorry. You'll have to face the consequence. Deciding. It is stated that the attendance register which produced before the court, which did not primarily appear to be a document of the year 2001, upon registering of the police case, had been seized by the police and had sent for the FSL report. Stop. Adjourn. And on the next date of hearing, the report of the FSL, if any, may be made available to the court. FSL report to pale, court of ever did you. The documents produced by the IO is returned back. For the appearance is dispensed. Aru ahibo na lage, apni apnar ukilo through pothai dibo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Kiman din lagibo FSL of? Andas?
1 month like
1 month. Exactly after 1 month. Mhm.
Twenty-one.
Can you wait till the end of the list because your item 17 got stuck?
Yes, Lordship, I have to go to trial court as well.
Go and come back.
Lordship,
No, as you had completed your, normally I don't take up in the middle because tomorrow everybody will start saying that. Once a matter is stripped out, the normal procedure is
Yes,
to,
but
at the end
end
of
of
the
the
cycle, we call it again.
Yes, end of the.
So you can go, come back, we'll accommodate you. Yes, Mr. Suleiman,
Report was called for.
report for admission register. Yes, Madam Decca. Admission register. No, no. No, admission. Well, again, the registration of case number. Police case. Register was produced. It was not found appropriate. Then we required the SP to register a case.
Last order,
Over.
Lordship.
John Rapero, MSB Technical Education Department, for providing the information regarding the registration of the police case as ordered. After 1 week,
Lordship.
we want only the case number.
Lordship.
Item 22.
Yeah,
Sorry. 22. Who is out of station? Khandoka. It's stated by Mr. H.R. Ahmed, Land Council, that Mr. M.R. Khandokar is having some inconvenience to the job.
25.
Yes, Mr. Nath. Who is the father? Abdul Malik. Who is the father of Abdul Malik? Page 21. Hmm?
1970.
1970. Village. The name of the village. Karimganj Municipality, Ward number 26. And who is the father? Abdul Sattar, he is the father, 30 years. Which material will show that Abdul Malik is the son of Abdul Sattar?
Yes, you should find page 23.
23.
Stop.
No, don't go serially so much. Which doc? Acha, Malik is here. Malik along with Sattar.
Yes.
Okay.
Father and
Ward number 26. Ward number 2 is here. Malik and Sattar.
55.
85. Yes, Mr. Sharma, go back. Huh? Same village, same village.
Yes.
Huh? Heard Mr. Asnath, Land Council for the petitioner, also heard the petitioner Abdul Malik had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal Jorhat for rendering an opinion as to whether he is please don't disturb in the middle when the order is dictated. Don't disturb. Where is the impugned order? Page 40.
Page 40.
Jorhat for rendering opinion as to whether he is a foreigner under the Foreigners Act, resulting in registration of case number new FT-CRD 755/2010. Tribunal rendered an opinion dated 30/9/2022 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1970 of Karimganj Municipality Ward number 6, which contains the name of Abdul Sattar, son of Samid, at serial 41. It is claimed that Abdul Sattar is the father of the petitioner. To substantiate the same, further reliance is made on the voters list of 1985 of Karimganj Municipality Ward number 26, which contains the name of Abdul Sattar, son of Samed Ali, at serial 769, and that of Abdul Malik, son of Abdul Sattar, at serial 772. As the name of Abdul Malik appears along with Abdul Sattar in the voters list of 1985 of Karimganj, ward number 26, and the name of Abdul Sattar appears in the voters list of 1970, it is claimed that the burden under section 9 had been discharged by the petitioner. In view of the remanded back to the tribunal to examine the complete voters list of 1966 to 1997 of Karimganj ward number 26. More particularly, whether the name of Abdul Sattar also appears in the voters list of 1966 of ward number 26. So as to determine as to whether Abdul Sattar himself is a citizen or not. Upon doing the needful, the respondent in the Home Department may make the inquiry, verification, submit report. Upon doing the needful, read about. What did you want to say? You wanted to say something?
Regarding Chorai, President. Earlier it was Jurat, now Chorai.
So I don't want to.
Yes.
No. You were declared foreigner by Foreign Tribunal at Jorhat. That is still in existence.
Yes.
You go back to Jorhat. You cannot change the forum.
40, page 40 lordship, it is, there are two numbers. FD CRD means Chorai. CRD,
No.
Police reference lordship regarding that.
It may be anything, but the order is by FT Jorhat.
Yes, lordship.
So you, when you go back, you cannot change the forum. You have to go to Jorhat. If you
Alright.
want, you file application for transfer of your case.
No.
But we cannot send it to a different tribunal.
So right now, Jorhat and Phibsagar fall under Jorhat Tribunal lordship. Yes, lordship.
Item 26.
Yes, 26.
Petitioner's father's name recorded in the voter list 1975, page number 15.
Page number 15. Mudoris Ali. He is the father. Now, which material show is the father?
Petitioner submitted before this tribunal my document.
No, you bring it on record. Oh, sorry. You bring any document you want, you establish that Mudoris is the father. You want some time. Adjourn on the prayer of MS.L. Wahidat and counsel petitioner to bring on record any material that may be available to establish that Mudoris Ali of the 1970 voters list of village is the father of the petition. Village to Sailabad. Village, what village? Hmm.
Baliram, village Baliram,
Bali,
Baliram.
Baliram.
27.
Hmm. Page 22.
Page 23 is the particular name, is telling
Page 22,
23.
23. Cell deed,
Tell me. Like that, my God, printing 54.
54.
Check with that grandfather.
Jamiruddin Sheikh. Where is Jamiruddin Sheikh? Jamiruddin Sheikh, Kita Mrito Alimuddin. So he is the grandfather. Now, who is the father?
Page 67, list of 1985.
Page number 67.
Check.
Mubarak Sheikh, son of Safi.
He was wrongly recorded. He was within the years and Naga. Robert Malloy, his mother, own mother, Malloy, she divorced before that time.
Who is the mother?
That is Malloy, Amina Begum.
Amina Begum, wife of Mubarak. Now, who is Mubarak? Father. Now, what relation Mubarak has with Jamiruddin? You refer to Jamiruddin, cell of age 54. Now you refer to Mubarak, voter list of 1985. How you are trying to establish that Mubarak is the son of Jamiruddin?
Yes, Sati is my lord, here. Instead of my lord, my lord,
And Mr. Ahmed, how will you establish it that Sophie is the wrong name? How can you rule out that Sophie is not the right name? WS is not an evidence. NRC is not admissible in evidence. The petitioner may claims that Mubarak Sheikh of the 1985 voters list of village number 1 Diring Pathar is the father of the petitioner, and that Jamiruddin, son of Alimuddin, of the sale deed dated 16/5/1954 at page 23 is the grandfather. But it is noticed that in the voters list, the father of Mubarak Sheikh is Safi. It is sought to be explained that Jamiruddin of the 1954 sale deed and Safi being the father of Mubarak of the 1985 voters list are one and the same person. Petitioner may produce any relevant material which may establish this.
98.
It's gonna-
May I please your lordship? Actually, in this case, there is a shifting, we need some time to collect.
Mr.
Is that?
J. A. Sigdale prays for adjournment to produce any relevant material to establish that the family of the petitioner shifted from village
From Katajar to.
Katajar to
Kamariguri,
Al Kamaripuri,
Kamariguri.
Kamariguri.
Item 30.
It will go to 2 weeks. Noted.
Page 77 is the 1970 model.
Page 97,
Page 77.
77.
What's the name?
Soiruddin. Soiruddin is the
It's a father of God.
father. Kolar Chor. Hmm. Is your name.
Father and mother's name.
Yes, page number 77. Now, which document will show is the father?
Page 82.
82.
So Rahim Ali is the petitioner. Rahim Ali and Shahid. Father.
Raham Ali, son of Sohid,
Change.
but he is son of Soiruddin.
But current voter list.
Uh,
They say
And village is also different.
village different.
Then what remains?
Lost.
Name of the father different, village different. Petitioner claims that Soiruddin, son of Mofiz of the voters list of 1970, is the father of the petitioner. Of village Kolar Chor, second part is the father of the petitioner. To substantiate the same, Reliance is placed on a voters list of 1997 of village Bortola and Kaplabari, which contains a name of Raham Ali, son of Shahid. It is claimed that Shahid is actually Soiruddin, and Soiruddin of the 1970 voters list of village Kolar Chor had later on migrated to village Bortola and Kaplabari. Petitioner may produce any relevant material to substantiate this. See what you have.
2005 voter list. The name is Tahir.
No, but the village.
No.
Thirty-three,
Yes, 33, Mr. Ahmed.
Father's name is my Lord Abdul Khalek.
Page number
Page 26.
26. Father's name is Abdul Khalek. Okay. Father. 56. Gao Bazabari. Rajabari Grand. So now which material show? Idris is the son of Khalek.
32, my Lord.
32.
Rajabari Grand, my Lord, Nurjahan, Kingdom, Father.
Page number 32. Rajabari Grand. Idris Ali, son of Khalek. Nur Jahan আছে চাওক page 26 of Nur Jahan, page 32 আছে. Yes, Mr. Sharma.
Remand Lordship.
Heard Mr. S.A. Ahmed Land Council petition also. The petitioner Idris Ali had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number. Where is the order of the tribunal? 66. Had been referred to the. 66 is some notice. Where is the order of the tribunal? 60? 68. Had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal Jorhat for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a foreigner under the Foreigners Act 1946, resulting in registration of case number FT/SBR/2904/2005, page 68. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 3/12/2022 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner, being aggrieved the state petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1966 of village 65 of village Rajbari Grant, which contains a name of A. Khalek, son of what Pradhani? Akmal, son of Akmal Pradhani.
Tamura Akmal Sheikh.
কি বলো? At serial number 275, and is claimed that A. Khalek is the father of the petitioner. To substantiate that A. Khalek is the father, reliance is placed on the voters list of 1997, also of village Rajbari Grant. Village Rajbari Grant. 65 voters list of village Rajbari Grant, police station Jing in the present Nagaon district. Also relies on 97 of village Rajbari Grant, which contains a name of Idris Ali, son of Khalek, at serial 574. Full stop. It is also pointed out that the voters list of 1997 contains the name of Nur Jahan, wife of A. Khalek, at serial 751. And the name of Nur Jahan, wife of A. Khalek, also appears in the voters list of 1965 at serial 277. As the name of Nur Jahan appears with A. Khalek, and in the voters list of in the voters 1966 and in the voters list of 1997, the name of Nur Jahan appears with Idris Ali. A claim is made that a burden under Section 9 had been discharged by the petitioner. They were remanded back to examine the voters list of 1965 and 1997 of village Rajbari Grant. Petitioner to produce the complete and continuous voters list from the year 1996 to 1997 of village Rajbari Grant. The responding Home Department may also make their own verifications of the report upon being the needful.
Thirty-four.
Who is the father? Page number? 24. The vernacular at 25.
Yes.
Basiruddin Sheikh is the father. Aimona? Mother. 66. Name of the village, Gaon Hari. Katari Hara. Now which material show? Page number? 30. This is what? The Kamindama. Where is the evidence?
78.
70?
78.
78.
Office bearer of Kazi was not. Let the Kazi be.
Yes, Mr. Sharma.
Let the Kazi examine.
Let Kazi will examine my.
Re-examine.
No, office bearer examined.
Huh?
Kazi was not examined. Lordship.
Then who is this, page 78? Hmm? Okay, you want the original Qazi to be examined? Heard Mr. H.R. Ahmed, Land Counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. The petitioner Razia Khatun Bibi had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 7. Which place? Page number
Page 93.
93.
Itu কিমান চনৰ registration? 94.
Had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 7, Dhubri at Bilasipara, for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a foreigner under the Foreigners Act 1946, resulting in registration of FT7 Dhubri case number 261/CPR/18. Tribunal rendered an opinion dated 28/10/2022 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved with state petition is instituted in the writ proceeding. Reliance is placed on the voters list of 1966 of village Katari Hara, which contains the name of Basiruddin Sheikh, son of Fayar Sheikh at serial 447, and that of Aimona, wife of Basiruddin, at serial 446. It is claimed that Basiruddin Sheikh is the father and Aimona is the mother of the petitioner. To substantiate the same, reliance is placed on a Kamin Nama pertaining to the marriage of the petitioner, which contains the information that Razia Khatun is the daughter of Basiruddin Sheikh of village Katari Hara. Montaz Ali, being the LDA in the office bearer in the office of the Qazi who had issued the Kabindama, was also examined as DW6, wherein he deposed that he had bought the marriage register of the year 1994 to substantiate the contents of the Kabindama. In view of what above, remanded back to the to further examine the voters list 66 of village Katarihara, as well as the Kabindama at page 30 of the petition, as well as the evidence of DW6. On the objection of Mr. G. Sharma, Land Counsel for the Home Department, it is provided that it will be more prudent for the petitioner to examine the Qazi himself rather than a LD cum bearer in his office. And the Qazi be also required to produce the marriage register in origin before the tribunal, and the tribunal shall examine the marriage register and arrive at its own satisfaction whether the marriage register is an authentic and acceptable document, or if it may be a manipulated document in any manner. Respondent Home Department may also make the regulation in being the needful reason of the person.
35.
Qazi Bilasipara,
Agmari.
not Bilasipara. Huh? Bilasipara has problem, you know. What problem is with there with Bilasipara?
Yes, you.
Thank you.
Me too.
Conjunctivitis, adjourned for 1 month. Huh?
2 weeks.
2 months. 2 weeks. Will he recover in 2 weeks? If he comes to the court before recovery, tomorrow we'll have to adjourn almost all the matters. Item number 35. It is stated by MS P. Burwa, Land Counsel for the petitioner. Land Counsel for petitioner, that who is having conjunctivitis? That MS SK Nagis, Land Counsel petitioner, is having conjunctivitis. Adjourned for 3 weeks. We will listed thereafter.
37 for orders.
Conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis.
for a moment. This matter is relating to a home loan which was taken by the petitioner from the State Bank of
Just a minute, what is this? I can know, contempt petition.
contempt petition. DRT mentioned. You think? Yeah. Basically, the original application was filed by the bank, thereafter we filed service application and
So it's all along before the division bench.
yes. Yes, Your Lordship.
So now what is to be done?
But on 8/1/2020.
I heard Mr. A Das, you are A Das,
I am, can I,
N.I. Khondakar,
Khan.
N.I. Khan. E Das as well as M. Sharma. Sharma entered your behalf the sole response submits that the state respondent has left the office for good. And therefore no affidavit. A Das is permitted to file affidavit implementing the present chief manager of asset reconstruction company. Have you filed?
Yes, sir, but it is for inadvertent mistake. Lordship. Then, we did not get the proper address and the new incumbent who joined.
Your name, please?
P. Agarwal, Your
Mr. P. Agarwal, Land Council appearing for the sole respondent contemner to provide the complete name and address of the present chief manager of Asset Reconstruction Company India Limited, bracket ARCIL, to the Land Council for the petitioner, Mr.
Can I?
N.I. Khan,
Lordship.
within a period of 2 days.
Lordship.
Upon the name and address being provided, comma, as required by the order of 8/1/2020, the petitioner may file any appropriate application as may be advised.
Much obliged, Lordship.
38,
But Mr. Counsel for that bank,
Yes, Lord. Lordship,
your man going away for good will not absolve him of contempt. Understood?
Yes, Lord.
If he had committed contempt at that relevant point of time when he was holding the office, merely because he had went away for good from your company, it will not absolve him.
But actually what happened in this case?
Anything may have happened. We are not concerned with what had happened. We are just indicating. Suppose after hearing at a future date, we find that there is a contempt by that man, appropriate order will be passed against him. Put him on alert that merely because he had left the office, he is absolved of anything. That is not the contempt law.
Much obliged.
Contempt to do basi one. Dote aisa ho to karta hai yaar.
Hello. Hello. Which are those people?
Correction.
The extension of date of appearance for the tribunal.
How much cost will you pay? No problem. Heard Mr. K. M. Hassan, Land Council for the this interlocutory application is instituted for extending the time granted in the order dated 2/11/2022 in WPC 6889/2022 for appearance of the petitioner before the member foreigners tribunal number 3 Dhubri at Hatsengimari in FT case number 42/2018. For the reason stated, the petitioner states that he could not appear before the tribunal, and as such, prays that the time granted for appearance before tribunal be suitably extended. Prayer of the petitioner applicant is accepted. The petitioner shall now appear before the foreigners tribunal number 3 Dhubri at Hatsengimari in FT case number 42/2018 on
17 August.
17 August. And the other provisions of the order shall remain as provided therein.
39 for hearing.
So is the father?
Can we see my page 28?
Mr. Day, you always begin with something different. We have noticed persistently. We are asking you who is the father?
Box Alishi.
Page number
Alert. And to page 28.
28. 28. What is 28?
My lord, this is the, my lord, format for verification of certificate.
So how does it help you?
My lord, here-
Mr. Day, we are not exercising any jurisdiction to find out faults here and there. We are exercising a jurisdiction to determine whether you are a foreigner or you are not a foreigner.
Yes.
For that purpose, tell us who is the father where his name appears.
And you see paragraph.
We are
paragraph
not,
7.
we decline to look into what you are saying.
Paragraph 7 by page 28 here, actual father's name is Dr. Sheikh.
We don't know.
That's, my lord, he's,
Mr. Day,
my lord, he hails from.
Mr. Day, please forget about what had happened earlier. Take it to be a fresh proceeding. Show us who is your father.
Other than my lord.
If you decline, we say that you could not discharge. We dismiss the petition. You can go on arguing whatever you want.
I'm going to submit, my lord, that he is the original resident of Kuzbihar. And the reference is in the state.
He may be resident of any place, doesn't matter. The man will be having one father.
Yes.
That father must be a citizen.
Right.
And you must prove that you are the son of that father. That's all. And don't exceed beyond that.
My lord, kindly see.
We are not on a deciding a civil suit with all these technicalities. Because normally you are practicing the civil side, we know your approach.
If the same format it is admitted that he hails from West Bengal, that's why, my lord, I am going to refer that.
In spite of giving appropriate opportunity to Mr. P.C. Dale and counsel for the petitioner, it could not be,
Others,
then show it.
page 56.
Otherwise, we are dismissing. We can't waste so much of time. Page number.
Page number 18 and
18.
19,
So Bokasali is the father.
father,
Very well.
and his mother.
Voters list of so and so. What is the name of the village?
My lord, Krishnapur,
Moza is Krishnapur.
village is Coachbihar Thana, Tufanganj,
The police station is Tufanganj. What is the name of the village?
village name is, my lord, here.
The petitioner relies upon a voters list available at page 18 of the writ petition, which is a voters list of 1966 of Tufanganj SC Legislative Assembly in the state of Bihar. The petitioner may
The
produce
State of West Bengal.
in the state of West Bengal. The petitioner may produce an voters list of the year 1966, which may indicate as to what is the name of the village.
Open will kindly see next. My lord.
बाकीको count करवा नहीं भी. Election Commission. The other states don't maintain village voters list village wise. Get it? We apply, get it? We granting you time. Mr. Day, the way you are finding the court to be difficult, court is finding you to be equally difficult. You are exercising the burden under Section 9 of the Foreigners Act 1946 to prove that you are not a foreigner. For the purpose, we need two basic materials. One, who is the father, where his name appears, to show that he is a citizen. Please don't go on interrupting. Don't go on interrupting when we are speaking. Secondly, any material which will show that this petitioner is the son of that person. And you don't have to argue anything beyond that.
Another land document is there.
Please show it. We are asking you for the last 10 minutes for that. One.
Page 16.
And mind you, you may be having abundance of time. We don't have. We have to attend to Mr. Mahmood, next matter. He's waiting there.
My lord, this is the Kotian,
Page number
page 16, my lord.
16. Okay,
60,
16. This is the Khatian.
Kotian. These are Coachbihar,
Khatian dated, what is the date of the Khatian?
Kotian, my lord, 23/12/1966. Here is the box shape. The second, my lord, second portion,
Purnima Adhikari.
box shape.
So, where is the name box?
The second,
Uh,
the box shape, Pita, Kaji,
box Sheikh,
Kajiuddin Sheikh.
what is that? Dorkhastokari, now what? The word about that? Domkari, Dom, box Sheikh, Pita, Kazimuddin Sheikh, fine. This is a land in which place? Jila Coachbihar. Then Moza something. Gao. Thana Tufanganj. Panchayat so and so. West Bengal doesn't believe in the village system or what? Mr. Akedi Chaudhary? You're for the central government. They don't believe in any village system. Because the voters list is of some LSC something. The land document is of some Moza. Moza is there, Thana is there, Pargana is there. But where is the village?
Revenue survey, but
The revenue survey number is, but where is the village?
the number is over there.
Yeah, Onsol, Deosorai.
Onsol, where is Onsol?
In
Certified copy of voter list.
1966.
No, no, I am looking at a Khatian now. Pending. Certified copy of the voters list. 1966 সালে প্রস্তুত তুফানগঞ্জ কিবাটি তক বিধানসভা নির্বাচন ক্ষেত্রের নির্বাচক তালিকা জেলা কোচবিহার থানা তুফানগঞ্জ অঞ্চল দেওসরাই অঞ্চল মানে অঞ্চল is village or what?
Village, that's all I have to clarify.
You must be dealing with Bengal matters. What is Onsal a village in? But they don't believe in villages or what? Bengal don't believe in villages.
Must be villages, you know. अपने voter ID card को होना चाहिए, voter ID card.
So fine, very well, that's Sheikh. So Sheikh is the father. So now which material shows Sheikh is the father?
Another certificate is given by the Pradhan of Deochorai Grao Panchayat, page 24. And he was examined as BW3 to prove this certificate.
Who is he?
Pradhan, President of Deochorai Grao Panchayat.
Gram Panchayat Pradhan.
Pradhan.
What kind of certificate he had given?
I have the original also.
No, no, what is it written? Just read if possible.
May I read my
Please read it.
এতদ দ্বারা সার্টিফিকেট দিতেছে যে সয়ারউদ্দিন শেখ পিতা মৃত বক্স শেখ গ্রাম পোস্ট অফিস কৃষ্ণপুর থানা তুফানগঞ্জ জেলা কোচবিহার উক্ত ব্যক্তির পিতা উপরোক্ত এলাকার স্থায়ী বাসিন্দা তাহার পৌরেশজাত
Ita স্থায়ী বাসিন্দা, হ্যাঁ, after that,
তাহার পৌরেশজাত তিনজন পুত্র তাদেরও নাম সয়ারউদ্দিন শেখ আজিবর শেখ মজিবর শেখ। এক নম্বর পুত্র সয়ারউদ্দিন শেখ বিগত অনুমানিক 30-35 বছর পূর্বে হইতে গ্রাম সোনাখুলি পার্ট 2
30-35 বছর পূর্বে গ্রাম সোনাপুর পার্ট 2
সোনাখুলি পার্ট 2
হ্যাঁ।
পোস্ট অফিস দিগলতারি থানা আগমনী
হ্যাঁ
জেলা ধুবড়ী আসাম উক্ত ঠিকানার বসবাস করিয়া আসিতেছি ভোটার তালিকা
So now, very well. Where is the evidence of this, Pradhan?
He was noticed in the page 36-37.
36.
37 is the handwriting value, type copy is 36.
Gobindo Chandra Bormon.
Battle of Chandra Burman by first in age 53 years. I resided Deochorai police station to Panganj district of Gujarat. Occupation is Pradhan. Deochorai Grao Panchayat. This is the question put by the Bengal mayor.
Very well. Read section 50 of the Evidence Act. Read section 50 of the Evidence Act. Even he's here. But I do not know his father.
Opinion on the relationship when relevant. when the court has to form an opinion as to relationship of one person to another.
See, when the court has to form the opinion on the relationship of one person with another. Now, what is to be done?
Opinion expressed by conduct as to the existence of such relationship or any person who as the member of the family.
Either the member of the family or otherwise. Otherwise means anybody. So your Gram Pradhan is he is otherwise. Now read further.
And the special means of knowledge.
Special means of knowledge. What special means of knowledge the Gram Pradhan had to certify that this person is the son of Boksek?
His father had landed property.
So that is the special knowledge. From where did he know that the father had landed property? From the documents produced by you. So is that an evidence? You produce any material? The petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1966 of Tufanganj SC Legislative Assembly in the state of West Bengal, district Coach Bihar, pertaining to area Deosarai, which contains a name of S.K. Bakas Ali, son of Kajimuddin, and serial 265. Reliance is also placed on a Khatian where there is a signature dated 23/12/1966 containing the name of Boksek, son of Kajimuddin. In respect of a plot of land of which the village is not indicated, but the Moza is under police station Tufanganj. Please, Mr. Dey, we are dictating your order. This is not your time to speak whatever you want. Petitioner also relies upon the certificate issued by the, which page is the certificate?
24.
24. A certificate issued by the Gram Pradhan of, what is it? Deosar Gram Panchayat. Deosarai Gram Panchayat, wherein it is certified that Soyaruddin Sheikh is the son of Boksek of village Sonakholi, part 2. In other words, by virtue of the certificate, the petitioner intends to establish the relationship that Soyaruddin is the son of Boksek. The Gram Pradhan, namely Govinda Chandra Burman, had also been examined as DW3. Full stop. Wherein, on a question whether he knows the petitioner Shire Talukdar, he stated that he knows the petitioner of the instant case, but he does not know his father. The evidence rendered by DW3 is sought to be relied upon to establish, to substantiate that the petitioner had established a relationship that Soyaruddin is the son of Boksek. Establishing a relationship is governed by Section 50 of the Evidence Act. And a reading of the certificate as well as the evidence of DW2 do not make it discernible that DW2 had any special means of knowledge to establish the relationship. In the circumstance, Mr. D seeks for an adjournment to further examine the matter. This next week.
Next one. Here, his younger brother also examined as a DW.
It is stated that his younger brother was examined at DW, but no material is available that the DW2 is the younger brother.
His brother's total list is there.
Next item. Kind of. Build up your case in an acceptable manner. We'll hear it.
Item 40.
Mr. Day,
This next week.
these are very peculiar proceedings. You cannot adopt the manner you adopt in the other proceedings. Moment you call so and so is my brother, first you'll have to establish that he is the brother. Only then you'll look into his evidence. Because claims can be made in any manner. And there is a difference between establishing in evidence and making a claim. Just take note of this background law and prepare your case. Otherwise, you won't succeed. Yes. Item 40.
Yes, Mr.
What do you,
The petitioner is the daughter of Abdul Sabur.
page number
Page number 32.
32.
Yes. That is the total list of 1971.
71 voters list. Very well. Village Monir Chor. And who is the father?
The grandfather name of the petitioner grandfather name is Akhiruddin.
Forget about Akhiruddin. Who is the father in 1971? Page 32.
Abdul Sabur.
Abdul Sabur. He is the father.
Yes.
Very well. Now, which material show Abdul Sabur is the father?
That is the certificate issued by the secretary of 51 number Balokmari Chowk.
Page number.
Page number 44.
How does Amjad Hussein's secretary know that Sobura is the daughter of Abdul?
Lordship, the secretary also deposed his evidence to the
Page number.
page number 86.
Amjad. I have received notice. So a certificate was issued in the Sobura. The name of the father is and mother is so and so. How does he know? How does he know? So you made an application, he gave you a certificate.
Yes.
Lordship, the father of the petitioner.
So the source of knowledge is your application. Is it accepted in evidence?
Lordship, the father of the petitioner also deposited the document that he is my daughter.
Father also deposed. In which page?
Yes, 77. Lordship.
Abdul Sabur.
That's a beauty.
But Abdul Sabur, who is the citizen, is a resident of Monir Chor, not Heleka Pokhori.
Yes, the petitioner was married to, given marriage to the,
He may have married anybody, but if you look at page 77, evidence of Abdul Sabur's name appears at page 32.
yes,
32 is of village Monir Chor.
yes.
So this Abdul Sabur at page 77 is Abdul Sabur of Heleka Pokhori, not Monir Chor. So what value does his evidence have? First, you have to prove that Abdul Sabur of Helapukhuri is also a citizen. Only then it will be. Petitioner relies upon the evidence of DW2 Abdul Sabur, son of Akhiruddin of village Helapukhuri, to substantiate that Sabura Khatun is the daughter of Abdul Sabur. Reliance is also placed on the voters list of 1971 of village Monir Sar Part 1, which contains the name of Abdul Sabur, son of Akhir Sarkar at serial 277. Even if it is accepted that Abdul Sabur of the 1971 voters list of village Monir Sar is a citizen, the petitioner may produce any relevant material to show that Abdul Sabur of Helapukhuri, being the DW2, is also a citizen. List again, next week.
May I please develop it? My lord, the name of the father appears in the voter list of 1966 and 1970.
Page number
1966 voter list at page 26, my lord.
26.
Sohar Ali Sheikh, my lord.
1966.
The original.
Gaon Nam Koslar Tari. Sohar Ali Sheikh.
Sohar Ali Sheikh.
He is the father. Now, which document will show?
My lord, then in 1970 also,
No, let it be 70. Which document will show Sohar Ali is the father?
my lord, first document, my lord, the transfer of school living certificate at page 30, my lord. Page 30. So that document says Abeda Khatun, son of Sahar.
Very well. Now, any other document?
Yes, my lord. Then the Kabin number, registered Kabin number, my lord, by which the petitioner got married, my lord. That is that page, my lord, 22, my lord. There also, my lord, Sabeda Khatun, daughter of Sohar Ali. And then most important document is, my lord, the voter list of 1997, certified copy of voter list of 1997, my lord. There also the name of the petitioner along with her father appears, my lord.
Which page? 97?
34, my lord.
34.
Page 34, my lord. Sohar Ali, son of Sana.
But village is different.
My lord, because it is of 1997 and that was of 1960s and 1971. So probably the village name has been changed. My lord.
Name of the village has changed.
My lord, that may be, my lord.
But that cannot be. If you want to rely on the school certificate, produce the admission register in origin.
My lord, school certificate, the concerned headmaster was examined, my lord. So that basic deposition also I have an experience.
Which page?
My lord, page 38, my lord. And this certificate was issued in the year 1986, my lord. Page 38 is the deposition of the headmaster, my lord.
You did not produce the original record.
Not produced, because he said.
The education department through the district elementary education officer, what district? Kokrajhar, to produce the admission register in origin of Salmara ME school for examination of the code. And what other certificate you have relied on? One more.
Registered Kabin Nama, my lord.
The marriage register in origin issued by page number
Page number 22, my lord.
22, issued by
Ma'am, register of
the
Register of Kazi Dhubri, Assam.
by the what register of Kazi?
My lord, yes, my lord.
Some Muslim MMR is
Yes,
the
my
word.
lord.
By the Muslim marriage and registration officer come Kazi of which place?
Dhubri, Assam.
Of Dhubri.
Yes.
Full stop. The admission register be produced through the education department and marriage registration through the home department. List on so and so for the documents above. No coercive action be taken till the next date. We are not issued notice. We'll see.
42 for hearing.
হ'ব পাৰে। দুখন তিনিখন একে confuse কৰি লম। কি এইটো? 42, 42. Hearing. কালি অহা পেণ্টাৰটো নহয়। Main case is 5665.
Yes, the new case 565.
5665. There you raised an objection that regarding the earlier petitions.
Yes.
Mr. Mahmood stated that I have explained everything. Which paragraph is your explanation?
First my letter will say about WBC number 199 for 2020. So it may be seen as best 89.
One
And it's,
page 89.
yes. Not only discuss, order is also annexed.
So what happened in this writ petition? What was the impugned order in this writ petition?
We put order, the restriction of best 78.
In this writ petition,
Yes.
page 89,
On the tribunal's order.
it has to be tribunal. It cannot be a civil court in a foreign tribunal proceeding. Is it which order was assailed in WPC?
Lordship will see page 91. Lordship will see page 91, top line.
Foreigners Tribunal for Dorong.
For the FT case 641.
No, which date of the order? But you are 39, right?
Date of order 39.
39. So what happened to this writ petition?
This was dismissed.
It was
That is dismissed.
dismissed.
Yes.
Now, WBC 5665 is against which order?
Again, the same order, like the same order of the learned tribunal, but on the basis of the Supreme Court observation.
Which observation?
Yes, that lordship. That I have given the suggestions early in the morning. And this is the case of Abdul Quddus. Para 28 and 29.
Just a minute, Mr. Mahmood. Once a writ petition is dismissed, only two remedies. One, either appeal or review. There is no third option. Otherwise, what will happen?
Endless litigation.
Every writ petition, if we are allowing, the respondent will come and say, in the meantime, Supreme Court has passed this order, so I am filing one more writ petition. Every writ petition dismissed, both ways, mind you, not only dismissed.
I understand.
He will come and say, I am filing one more writ petition because Supreme Court in the meantime had held this. So how is the second writ petition maintainable? First tell us.
They maintainable in that sense, my lord, that because we can see.
You go to Supreme Court, file an appeal.
Yes, that is.
That delay may be condoned because on the ground that in the meantime, the law had been changed by the Supreme Court. So please interfere and send my matter back to the High Court for fresh litigation. You come back, we'll hear you.
The thing is this, I have not concealed anything. I have disclosed everything in my.
Mr. Mahmood, we are not asking you whether you are concealed or not. We are asking of the consequence of law.
Yes, consequence of law.
You go to Supreme Court, get this order set aside, saying that it is contrary to some later declared law. If the Supreme Court sets aside, remands it back to the High Court, we'll hear you.
Actually. that
But
is
we,
one aspect of
but,
the other aspect of
but,
the case, my lord.
sorry.
That is satisfied. Abdul Quddus, it was said that if there is subsequent development in respect of the family or close relatives. Now my brothers, sisters' names have been recorded in the NRC. They are the son of Sankushak, I am also the son.
NRC does not declare you to be a citizen. NRC is only a document where some names are recorded as citizens.
As per.
But NRC is not conclusive.
Not conclusive, but it is a relevant document.
Not relevant also.
No,
It is neither conclusive nor relevant. It may be only a corroborative evidence.
corroborating evidence and honorable significant public works, my lord. There have discussed 16 documents. Either of these 14 documents.
That is for NRC.
Yes, NRC.
That is not for foreigners tribunal.
NRC.
For-
documents are recorded.
Mr. Mahmood, those are for NRC. NRC, even if the final inclusion is not conclusive as regards citizenship.
Supreme Court is saying that if a person. is
Supreme Court has
citizen,
never-
then only they would be recorded in NRC.
Mr.
Foreigners then cannot be
Mr.
recorded.
Mahmood, forget about all your arguments. We'll hear you in a good case where it is required to be heard. First, tell me, once a writ petition is dismissed, what am I supposed to do with that writ petition? Can you ever conceive a situation where I recall that order?
So when here. What lordship, one aspect lordship is.
Not
correct.
one aspect.
I have
That's
managed certain document order of the.
Mr. Mahmood.
I understand.
Mr. Mahmood, the first aspect is to get inside the gate of a house to be inside the house. You cannot go on saying that inside the house there is a bedroom, there is a drawing room, I can sit there, I can sleep there. First problem is you get inside the house. So first and foremost, what order you expect from this court in WBC 5665 when there is already a final order
Yes, that's-
against the same order in another writ petition?
But may I ask lordship for a moment, can you see page 100? Page 100 of my.
We can go on saying, but we can't
I understand that.
conceive of any order.
Very poor person.
If I,
Yeah,
Mr.
very
Mahmood,
poor Supreme Court, that is.
Mr. Mahmood,
I also ask them.
Mr. Mahmood, then find out a law somewhere that for poor persons, the procedure of law is
There
different.
also Legal authority there. Supreme Court legal authority.
Then Adani will also come and prove himself, I'm also a poor person. The alternative law will be applicable to me, not the regular law.
For a satisfaction, can you see page 100?
Why should I spend time for your
Yeah,
satisfaction?
Manu, Supreme Court say.
Mr. Mahmood.
NRC,
Mr. Mahmood, we have a lot of work to do. We cannot give time for satisfaction. But if your arguments lead to an order in your favor, we are ready to hear you. Not only one day, we can hear you for more number of days also.
several cases order, honorable. Supreme
The
Court say-
petitioner, admittedly by the order dated 12/8/2022 in WBC 5208/2022, which was against the order of the no, it ভুল হয়েছে 90 কি করলো admittedly by the order dated
Order dated.
Or the-
39.
11/9/2020 in WBC 1994/2020, which was a writ petition against the ordered opinion dated 39/2019 of the Foreigners Tribunal number 4 Dorong in FT 4 case number 641/DHL/2015, by which the petitioner was declared to be foreigner, comma, the writ petition itself was dismissed. Against the same opinion dated 39/2019 of the Foreigners Tribunal number 4 Nagaon, Dorong, in FT 4 case number 641 DHL 214, the instant writ petition WBC 5665/2020 had been instituted. Mr. Mahmood's learned counsel strenuously tries to argue that in the meantime, because of some pronouncements of the Supreme Court, the law had been changed. a fundamental,
Ratio of the decision.
a fundamental question is put to the Learned Council for the petitioner, that even if the later pronouncements of Supreme Court may have changed the law, under which provision of law we can interfere with the earlier final order dated 11/9/2020 of this court in WBC 1994/2020, which, as already indicated, was against the same impugn order as in the present writ petition. List next week.
I think, my lord. Can we dismiss the case so that I may get the limitation point we condone before the honorable Appeals Court. Because otherwise there will be another question of.
Mr. Mahmood, we don't exercise any of the power under Article 32, under Article 136, and under Article 142. We exercise only under 226. Under 226, we cannot pass an order which otherwise the Supreme Court will pass.
Yes. But in this petition, some powers are more than the Supreme.
But unfortunately, this power is not given. Amongst the more number of power, this power is.
This is wide powers.
Understand.
Let's be aware about this. Some judges almost Supreme Court say that 226 powers is in some cases more than the power provided under Article 141.
Not in some cases, in many cases. But unfortunately, this more power had not been given. Other more powers may have been given, but not this more power. What to do?
Next week.
See, I've been given the power to visit your house, but not the house of Mr. RKD Chaudhary. So by exercising the power to visit your house, can I go to his house? No, he will not allow me to go inside. Find out. Better you withdraw it. We will not pass any order.
Withdrawal, my lord, actually-
Because misleading, we don't go because he had annexed it. He's trying to make out a case.
He's trying to make out a case and he has in fact given the documents. Against this order, he had filed a review.
Notice
That
that.
was also
Rejected.
rejected.
I am again saying
if
that
he
Supreme
withdraws
Court has
it-
given some subsequent developments. My brother, sisters, then has in energy.
You can do anything.
No, that court may not accept my view. but
Mr. Mahmood, but first you get an order from the Supreme Court for reopening these
Yeah,
matters,
yeah.
we'll hear you.
That's why I was.
But we cannot reopen. The door is locked. He is with the Supreme Court, not with us to open the door. If the Supreme Court opens the door by remanding it back, we'll hear you.
Yes. I also initially I also advised them, but they are not in a position. And now I will again advise them because they have no alternative.
Do whichever way you want to do. Next week, we'll hear. Say what do you want to intend to do?
Time being item 17.
We cannot observe. But we needed to set for you, 5 minutes. Under no circumstance we can issue any advice to the Supreme Court. Or Mr. Mahmood, you want to do it today itself? What will you do next day?
Let me take some instruction from the petitioner.
We don't, we are not bound by any instruction.
No, I want to take their instruction. Next week it come, I will. And my submission will be the same. If your lordship is not satisfied, if your lordship.
Not that we are not
petition,
satisfied. It is you who is not satisfied.
Then my lord, what will be, at least I will get some benefit of condemnation. Otherwise,
Do whatever you do. But
next week let it come. I will take some instruction from them. We are fighting our level best. If Lord does not want, what can we do?
try it out. Yes, Mr. Pine, the order was dictated in the morning. Madam Verma, at the end of the order said, I want to go through the list. Now you are in there in place of Madam Verma. What do you have to say?
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord, I could not go through. Let it come.
So
to-
now It
Let-
cannot be like this. In the, after dictation of the order, we give time to Madam Verma. Because she could not read. Now Madam Verma is not here, Mr. Pahing is here. Now because Mr. Pahing could not read, we will not pass our order. It cannot be like that.
Your lordship. Page 14 of
And
the
we
my
have
lord-
given all the reasons in our order. We recorded everything.
what my learned friend has seen, my lord, the page 14 of the record, my lord.
And mind you, we are only sending it back to the tribunal to examine.
That-
The way
that-
you are
that-
examined,
That
you,
can be done, my lord.
you
That can-
examine before the tribunal and tell the tribunal what you want to say.
That can be done, my lord. Only two aspects your lordship may be directed, if let them go. My lord, first of all, whether the mother died as stated, my lord, the two thousand
I
five.
think something is already,
Yes. And
That is also
second,
right.
second.
so
thing, my lord,
something we have already put it in our order.
Yes, sir.
And
এই
second,
বর্মনকে order তে মারি দিব বলো। So now it will be.
second thing, my lord, whether there, because Taser and
Taser
Taher,
and Oser.
Oser,
But mind you, the wife is shown to be,
yes.
So, sir,
the husband
Wife
is shown to be
shown-
Taser.
Wife is shown to be, my lord, Nurjahan,
So you don't expect wife of Taser to be living with Oser. I don't think it is a conceivable situation. And not only in 1966, but also in 1970.
My lord, if your lordship, the in voter list 1970,
Mr. Payeng, your submission may be.
No, my lord,
Mr.
one more
Mr.
clarification.
Payeng, your submission on Oser and Taser may be construed by the petitioners to be casting doubt on the character of this lady, mind you.
No, my lord,
If
another name
wife
is
of
there.
Taser is argued to be staying in the same household as Oser, because they're different person, you are casting a doubt on the character of this lady.
And Abu Sama and Abu Sama. Whether it is the same person, madam, because there are.
Oser
three
and
places.
Taser.
Yes.
That I think-
No. Abu Sama Singh and Abu Sama.
And that we have already put it.
Yes.
That line will be added.
That definitely, that's a common thing in almost all the orders.
Some of both the villages are one and the same.
Eta line at কৰি থৈ দিব তাতে the tribunal to also examine as to whether the Abu Sama, the writ petitioner and Abu Sama of the voters list of 2005
Yes.
of village
Jamatwar.
Jamadwar, part 2 are one and the same person.
Because, my lord, the case is a devoter case, my lord. So his name should have been marked as the, if he is the same
There-
person.
I'm not.
That's right. So let it be qualified, my lord,
I'm-
inquired by the
yes,
SP,
it's
my
not
lord.
my fault. If it's not demarked, is not there in the voters list. And just on the lighter note, Lordship, I feel he is an indigenous person. He has taken the plea also in his written statement. Even the inquiry report itself also revealed that his mother tongue is Assamese.
That Goria Moria.
Yes, Lordship.
Mhm.
This is the situation, Lordship. And he has taken his plea in
That
the
is a
written
statement
statement.
given by the petitioner, my lord.
No,
At the
even
time.
in his inquiry report are
Inquiry
not
report,
us.
my lord,
Inquiry
is based
report of-
On the basis of their statement.
No,
It is
their
not-
statement cannot be. If I say I'm from this indigenous community, they won't believe. No, from my mother tongue, they will understand. So it's revealed in the
Let it be
inquiry
argued
report.
there in its evidence.
No, now, because it's in a lighter note, I'm telling Lordship, he is an indigenous Muslim and it's revealed in their inquiry report as well as in my plea in before the tribunal, Lordship.
That's okay. But my lord, if I say I belong to my lord, my lord, if Mr. Soma comes to me for making an inquiry, my lord, if I say that I am Assamese, not missing my lord, or I'm a Bengali speaking, he will have to write the same, my lord. He cannot deny that.
No, cannot
So
be. That means
statement,
inquiry is not
The
properly
inquiry
done.
report is on the basis of a statement given.
No,
by
no,
the
not
petitioner.
only statement.
bias.
He has to make an assessment, whether I'm an indigenous person or I'm from the specific, that they
Form
have to
itself
state
raised,
my mother
form
tongue.
itself written, my
Because
lord, the
see,
statement
if I
on the
speak
basis of
as my
statement
mother
given.
tongue cannot be revealed that, because I cannot speak in that proper SMS, Lordship.
So inquiry report reveals that.
Madam Ghosh,
Yes, Lordship.
suppose
Yes, Lordship.
today Mr. Paying is the policeman making the inquiry verification.
Yes, Lordship.
Goes to Madam Ghosh.
Yes, Lordship.
Madam Ghosh says whatever Madam Ghosh wants to say. If Mr. Paying compels you to say something different, you will be the first one to raise a hue and cry. Similarly, what he is saying, that inquiry is not properly conducted, that is not. They will conduct an inquiry and the proceeding will give a reply, whatever he wants to give. So if the proceeding gives a wrong reply, as Mr. Paying is trying to make out, we are not saying that it is so. And because of the wrong reply given, you raise the allegation that inquiry is not properly conducted, meaning thereby, you are asking Mr. Paying to browbeat you to the extent that till you give the correct reply, I'm not going to conduct it. And if it happens, you'll be the first one to raise an objection. Take it to be the reverse way. Suppose you give the correct reply and he is trying to put you, give a wrong reply. Same thing. You have given the wrong reply, he should compel you to give the right reply. If he can do that, he can also do the reverse way. If you're given the right reply, he will compel you to give a wrong reply. Both are instances of raising an objection. That so how can you take that stand? Any